Alright, good evening and welcome to this amazing masterclass where I'll be showing you how to sell 10 times more of your products and services in the next 30 days with Facebook ads without increasing your current marketing budget, without even if you have never tried running ads yourself before now. Even if you have never tried running ads yourself before now. Now, before we continue, let me ask a question. Let me ask a quick question. How many of you have attended any class before? A webinar, maybe a class, a webinar, a video training like this where you spent 2 hours and the whole 2 hours was just a sales speech. Nothing serious was taught. It was just a whole sales speech. How many of you attended any session like that before? Anybody like that here? You have attended a session like that before? You spent time, you spent data. Please use the income messages. Don't raise hands. Use the income messages. You spend time, but it was just a sales pitch. You didn't learn anything. It was just a waste of time. Anybody like that you have attended, just let me know. Okay, people are saying I'm hearing hi, I have. Okay, now let me say this clearly to you. This is not one of those kind of classes. This is not one of those kind of classes. Everything I promise to teach you, I will teach you. In fact, if you follow well, I've already even dropped one of the things you are supposed to learn this night that I feel we won't be able to cover. I've already sent a video of it to the class. I've already sent a video of it already to the group because I feel we won't be able to treat that this time because of our time. Now, I saw a lot of you message me, already told me the kind of businesses you do. And as well as all this class is going to be practical. And now, that does not mean I don't have something to sell to you. Actually, I have something to sell to you. And what I even want to sell to you is something very, very expensive. One of the offers I want to sell to you this night is as much as 350,000 naira. Yes, very expensive. But that will not in any way reduce the quality of what you are going to learn. Do we have an understanding, everybody? Do we have an understanding of that before we continue? If you understand, say I understand. Type I understand in the comment section. I want to be sure you are following me. Type I understand in the comment section. Okay, you understand. Very good. Very good. Now, before we continue, what are you going to discover in this workshop? What are you going to discover in this workshop? In this training, what are you going to discover? First of all, I'm going to show you, majorly, I'm going to show you how to set up highly profitable Facebook adverts from scratch using what I call the profitable Facebook ads framework method, without increasing your current marketing budget, without losing a dime of your money on ads. Now, in breaking that down, we are going to be considering a few things. One of the few things I'll be showing you is 2 stumbling blocks to massive sales with Facebook ads and the counterintuitive way to deal with it. I'll also be showing you 4 keys to unlock massive sales with your ads. Now, these 4 things are 4 things you must do before you launch out any ad, or else your advert will fail. Most of your gurus will not teach you this one. After that, I'm going to show you, this one is, I will show you the singular website structure that you should add to your business right now. No matter what you sell, no matter the price, please, that person should mute his mic. No matter what you sell, no matter the price, no matter the niche, and how you can use this simple website structure to double your profit and beat your competitors, even if you sell your good at a higher price point. If you use this thing I'm going to share with you this night, please, somebody's mic is disturbing me. That person should mute the mic. I already made this announcement before we started the class. You are not the only person here. There are people listening attentively. Please mute your mics. Everybody mute your mics. I think I have to look for that person and probably kick the person out. Mr. Michael Owolabi, mute your mic, please. Ms. Oluwatoyin Ogunlaja, mute your mic, please. Your mic is interfering with what we are doing. All right, thank you very much, everybody. All right, now, well, I stopped at this. Now, I'm going to show you the singular website structure you should add to your business right now to double your profit, and how you can use this singular website structure to beat your competitors with that secret. And even if what you are saying at a higher price point, just in case maybe you don't. All right, now after that, I'm not go if time permit, I'm going to walk you through how to run Facebook ads on the Ads Manager. But because of time, looking at the number of things you have to handle this night, I know you won't be able to handle that. I've already sent a video to the group. I sent it around 6 o'clock, where I sent a video. One of that video was part of one of my paid trainings where I taught how to run ads in the Ads Manager. It's already on the group. After the class, you can go through it and watch it. You can go through it and watch it. Okay. Now that's very good. Now my promise to you is that you're gonna get everything here, and I'm gonna show you a step-by-step strategy for making massive sales with Facebook ads without increasing your current marketing budget, without wasting your money on ads, without wasting time and effort gathering useless leads that don't buy. Now I have some really mind-blowing revelations for you, and I have some crucial things that you need to understand. So you have to follow me to the end. But to be sure this class is for you, I want to ask you a few questions. Does any of these things sound like you? Any of these things sound like you? Do you have a high income skill? Do you have a high income skill that you know can really help your ID clients improve their lives or businesses, but you don't know how to reach out to those clients that will appreciate it and pay you what is worth? Anybody like that? You have a high income skill that you know can help your ideal clients improve their lives or improve their businesses, but you don't know how to reach out to those people that can pay for it. Anybody like that here? Okay, I see Elisha says yes I do. This class is for you. You have to stay till the end. If your answer to any of is yes, please stay till the end of this class. Secondly, do you have a product? Do you have a product that you painstakingly put together, that you know your market really needs, that can deliver the result you are promising, but no matter the effort you put into marketing it online with ad, nobody seems interested? Anybody like that? I'm seeing a lot of I do's, I do's, I do's. Is there anybody like that here? You have a product, it's a product you put together. Okay, I can hear another I do. Somebody even says that's up to 5. Please stay to the end of this class. This class is for you. Now, are you tired of? Is there anybody here that you are already feeling like a failure in business? Because people with less skill, less quality of products are making the kind of money you can only dream about. And when you ask them how they did it, they tell you it's because they ran Facebook ads. Anybody like that? Anybody like that? There are people that you know this what they are selling is not as good as your own. Even their skill is not as strong as your own, but they are making the money that you only dream about. And they will tell you, it's because I'm running ads. Anybody like that? Okay, I'm seeing yeses. Kote Godson says yes. All of you, your answer to this question is yes. Please stay to the end of this class. Stay till den. Those of you that want to contribute that you don't know how they are doing it, just on your Google Meet app, there is this place at the side that has one icon there has 3 dots. Just click on that icon with 3 dots. You will see the income messages. You can easily type out whatever you want to say in that place, and we all see it here. Alright, to the next set of people is, have you tried running ads before, and even or you paid someone to run ads for you before, but only got a lot of people who are interested in what you are selling, but they don't buy? Anybody like that? Anybody like that? You tried running ads before, or you paid somebody to run ads for you, but they only tell you they are interested, but they don't buy. They will not buy. The comment section, interested, 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 but they will not buy. Anybody like that? I've run ads before and you had that issue. Anybody like that here? Okay, 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 okay. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. I'm seeing a lot of yeses here. Okay, very good. All of you answering me, this class is for you. Stay till the end, please. Have you tried running ads before, or you even paid somebody to run ads for you, but the cost of acquiring interested people was very high and very little of them ended up buying? So you end up only at a loss, or even with no profit at all? Anybody like that? You have had that issue? Anybody like that? Anybody? Okay, yes, I'm seeing people saying yes, 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 yes. That's good. That's good. This class is for you guys. This class is for you guys. Stay till the end. Okay, I think this should be probably the last question. Now, do you have any reasonable knowledge about Facebook ads? You know a few things about ads, but you get really confused when you try. Maybe you bought a training, or you watch videos on YouTube or that, but you get really really confused when it comes to implementing and all you have learned because it looks too complicated, or you get little or no results even when you manage to put in hard work because you find it hard to implement what you have learned. Anybody like that? You know something about Facebook and maybe you've bought a training before, or you something, but you find it very complicated to do. Anybody like that? Or maybe you even try but you don't even get any result at all? Anybody like that? At all? At all? Anybody? Okay. Okay, you are of such. So if any of these questions I ask relate to you, this class is for you. Now let me now, another thing is, now do you know that in an attempt to solve this problem, if you have any of this problem, you must have heard people say things like, you need to, is because you are not spending enough money on ads to get results. You need to spend more money on your ads so that you can get results. Or you hear people say things like you need to reduce the price of your products. Or you tell people saying that you must always do discounts. Or they say it's because people are not following your page. Build a lot of people to follow your page. Anybody, any of these three solutions, yeah, people are giving you those solutions before when you try to tell them you have problem with ads. Anyone like that? Yes. Okay, Godson says yes. Some people tell you your product is too costly, reduce your price so that people can buy from you. I'm going to shock you this time. Now let me be frank with you. Some of you might need to spend more money on ads. I want to be frank with you. You might need to spend more money on ads. Because if you are spending 1K on ads, I'm spending 3K on ads. Facebook will literally show more people my ad than show your own. Now Facebook do not really will not really show, will show more of mine than yours. But the issue is that even if you spend 1K on ads, you still get little results. You should still get little results. So sometimes it's not really about spending more money on ads. It's that what your ad sef is not good. If you spend 10K, you will not still get results. Do you get that part? So now most of what you have been told, actually most of what you have been told about making massive results is completely wrong. It's completely wrong, completely wrong. Completely wrong. What is the real problem? The real problem you have is that you are missing the right ingredient that is really responsible for making profit, for making sales with Facebook ads in the quickest possible time, without wasting time to get your customers to buy. Now there is one thing you need to know, the one thing you need to know, I will advise us, if it's possible to stay off video to manage your data. This class is a teaching class, is a class people should pay for. You guys will be the last set of people I'm going to teach this for free. Are you with me? So please and please, I advise, if you can, just to save your data. But if you want to watch video, it's okay. Now without wasting your time get customers. Now one thing you need to know, there's one thing you need to know, there's one thing you need to know. The one thing you need to know. Now every business owner that is pulling massive sales with Facebook ads is getting results because of one secret they know that other people don't know. And the good part is that even if you copy them or you attempt to copy them, you will not get results until someone shows you what they are doing. Because the issue is that the things they do are so minute that if you try to copy it, you will never copy that part. It will not be like, why are they getting results and I can't get? Why are they doing well and I'm not doing well? There is one secret they know that you don't know, and that's what I want to share with you tonight. How many of you are ready? How many of you are ready to learn this night? You are ready to learn. Type I am ready. You are ready to learn. Type I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. You are ready to learn. Type I am ready. Let me know you are still following me. I'm not just talking stories. Waiting. People are not ready. Okay, I'm seeing lots of I'm ready here. Wow. We are good this night. Let's go. Now, what they know that you don't know is that they know how to engineer respect and trust that command instant sales. I need to explain to you here. When I say respect and trust, I know you must have heard know, like, trust before. This is not KLT. I'm not talking about know, they must, before people buy from you, they must know you, they must like you, they must trust you. That's what I'm talking about here. I'm sincere about what I said. I said respect and trust. Now respect and trust is a please take note, lis ten here, this one is not my slide, it's an explanation. Is a matter of perception. It's about how people see you. This is not KLT. People may know you, please lis ten carefully here. People may know you, in fact they may like you, but they will not buy from you. And they know you and they like you, because I know many of your gurus online will tell you they need to know you, they need to like. Now it's true, people, if people know you and like you and trust you, they will buy. But people may know you, they may like you, they may trust you and not still buy if the element of respect is missing. Now respect here is not people kneeling down to greet you, because many of us, because of African culture, respect to us is they kneel down to greet you. Respect is that they need to see you as the person that can give them solution to their problem. People pay for solutions, and until they can perceive you as that person that can give solution to their problem, they will not give you their money. Even if they know you, even if they like you, even if they trust you. And I'm going to give you an example this night. I don't want to convince anybody, I'm going to give you an example. Now let's assume that you have a disease. God forbid you don't have a disease, but let's assuming but not considering, I have a disease, and it's a very serious disease and can lead to death. Then your friend, your very close friend, somebody that you know, you like him, you trust him, you know he can't do you any bad thing, but you know that this your friend is not a doctor. He has never had that disease before. He does not even know so much about drugs. He now says, there is this drug that you can use to treat this your disease. The drug is 500 naira. If you buy it like this and you use it, your disease will go. Remember, you know your friend, you like your friend, you trust your friend, you know he can't hurt you, he loves you so much, he has proven himself as a good friend. Then on the other hand, there is a doctor sitting down. Then your friend say, in fact, that woman, that woman, there is one woman I know well that had that disease too, she use it and the drug is 500 naira. When you buy it of, or those of you that are not in Nigeria, I don't know how to use naira for you now, because some of you are from Ghana and I appreciate that. The cheapest amount you can think of, maybe say five, let's say 5 Ghana cedi, let's say 5 Ghana cedi, so that maybe that will resonate with you. Don't worry, just permit me to use naira for now. You say it's 500 naira, then suddenly, then you now, then on the other hand, there is a doctor, a certified doctor in an hospital, in a prestigious hospital. Then the doctor also gives you a prescription, and he tells you this disease that you have, he gives you a very big name for the disease. You know what doctors do? Then they write something on the paper that you cannot read. Then he says the drug for this disease is 10,000 naira, and you need to use it for the next 1 month before the disease can go. In all sincerity, and you know this disease can lead to death. Will you take your, you don't know the doctor, in fact the doctor has beards and you don't like men with beards, you don't like men that are like a woman. I know a lot of you ladies don't even like men with beards. He's a man and he has plenty beards like this, he did not even shave it. But this is your friend that you like, you know, you trust, telling you the drug, one drug is 500, then certified doctor in government is telling you 10,000, and you know this disease can lead to death. Who will you buy from? Will you rather follow your friend, or will you follow the doctor as a matter of saving your life? Remember, you know your friend, you like your friend, you trust your friend. You don't like this doctor, he has beards that you don't like. Who will you follow? I'm waiting for your responses. Who will you follow? If you follow your friend, type my friend. Follow the doctor, type the doctor. I'm waiting, waiting. Jeff says the doctor. To be honest, I'll try both. My friends, okay, doctor. I like somebody, you say you will try both. Even though you know your friend does not know. Okay, good. I like the person that say we try both. Typical person may follow the doctor. The doctor is based on, may follow the doctor. Okay, very good. Okay, people are saying, now don't say a typical person. This is you here. A doctor is in the clinic, sitting down, is a doctor, proven doctor. Your friend that is not a doctor, that only tells you the story of somebody somewhere, that you are not sure e even exists. Who will you follow? He does not have the disease. He has not known that you know, you yourself know that he does not know anybody that has the disease. Who will you follow? A lot of people said the doctor. Now my question is, if I ask you, why will you follow the doctor? Why will you prefer to follow, even though your friend solution is cheaper, why will you prefer to follow the doctor? Why? If I may ask you, why? Why? Anybody, one or two persons, give me the reason why you as a person will prefer to follow the doctor. Trust. I like Elisha's example. He says he is certified, experienced, and he has expertise. Somebody says knowledge and experience. He is knowledgeable in treating that disease. Now the reason you follow the doctor It's not just because you like him, but because by the reason of his profession, even though he's charging you more, you know that the chances of you finding solution with him is higher than that your friend. You will only follow. The truth is, let's be frank with ourselves. If you can afford 10k, you rather pay a doctor. You can, if you have now gone to doctor and it now fails, you can now come back and try your friend. But in that situation, your first option can never be your friend. When you know that if the drug fails, you will die, you will rather pick a doctor. Why? And you pick a doctor because you are sure that the solution is going to give you will work for you. Do you understand that? Now that one there is respect. That's what I mean by respect. You find doctor because you see the doctor as he can help me. Because he's a doctor, he can help me. Do you know the funny thing is that, do you know at that point you no even ask for the certificate of the doctor? How many of you will be asking, doctor, show me your certificate before I can use the drug you have prescribed for me? How many of you will ask? We ask for the certificate of the doctor. How many of you? You will be asking for certificate. Anybody here? I'm waiting. Please respond. Let's make this class active. Elisha says he won't ask. The fact that he's a doctor sitting in the hospital is enough proof. But the funny thing, that guy might not even be a doctor. Now, let me now say something funny here. The fact that the guy is sitting in the hospital, he's wearing his lab coat, people call him doctor, nurses they call him doctor. In your mind, you believe he's a doctor. You will not ask for a certificate, and you believe even though he does not have that disease before, you feel he has treated that kind of disease before, he should be able to treat me. Even though he would not even need to tell you, he does not even need to tell you that I've treated that kind of disease before. Now that thing you have towards the doctor that makes him your first option, and your friend you like your second option, is what I call respect. Now I'm trying to show you that respect people seeing you as the person that can help them is superior to people knowing you and liking you. Now the end of knowing you and liking you is that they come into the place of, okay, this guy might be able to help me. You believe your friend might be able to help you, but on the other hand, the doctor that you see in your mind, you have decided this guy can help me. He does not need to show you, you just this guy can help me, and you gladly pay him. Now if you know how to infuse this same thing into your business, if you know how to infuse that doctor vibe that I just explained to you now, that doctor vibe, that vibe of he's a professional, he can help me, he's a professional, he can help me, he has done this before, even though he didn't say it, it's just perception, it's you that perceive him that way. Now if you can infuse it into your business, you will generate, if you know how to generate instant respect, you will command sales in the shortest possible time. How many of you understand what I just explained? Do you understand it? This is a teaching class. 30, we spend 30 minutes. You understand? Good. Good. Can I continue? How many of you are ready? Because what I explain now is what I want to teach you this night. How to infuse this thing into your business is what I want to teach you this night. Are you ready? How many of you are ready? Do you understand? Can I continue? Can I continue? Can I continue? Okay, Jeff is saying continue. Or you want to sleep? It's 8:30. If you are feeling sleepy, you can go. Toyin, thank you for the thumbs up. Feeling sleepy? Anybody feeling sleepy already? Okay, carry go. I'm here for you this night. I hope you too will be here. Almost people are like people join this class. Now if you are like most people and you know you deserve more profitable sales, considering the effort you are putting into your business, but you can't just seem to make an headway, it is because you are missing this one thing. That's the truth. This is what you are really missing. This thing I just explained right now is what you are missing, and that game is about to change. The game is about to change. The game is about to change. So who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I'm so sorry I didn't introduce myself earlier, even though I know some of you have on the page already read about me, but let me do a short introduction. I'm Oluwafemi Awosusi. Some of my students and clients call me the sales don, even though it's not what I like, but it happens. It happens. Now I'm the creator of Facebook Ad Cash Out Blueprint. I'm the founder of the Facebook Cash Out community. Now, the Facebook Cash Out community and Facebook Cash Out Blueprint is a community, is a training and community for Facebook ads experts who earn six figures monthly, helping business owner create high converting Facebook ads. So basically, I train people that help business owners run ads for their businesses, and a couple of those guys do six figures monthly. Some of them have done over a million. They are doing well for themselves. For the past 2 years, I've also mentored a few business owners through my on several levels through my daily sales letters. It's possible that let me talk about this. Some of you, I collected your emails. If you have opened your email, I've seen I've sent you some messages for this masterclass. Once in a while, I think 3 4 times a week, open your mails. I send out mails to help business owners. Check your mails. 11 a.m. in the morning, you're going to see me right there in your inbox. Any from the masterclass qualifies you to join my daily newsletter. For the past 2 years, I've been helping business owners through my newsletter, sharing valuable stuff with them. And what I call my superpower is helping business owners reach out to their dream customers and generate massive sales with paid advertising without wasting their resources. I know some people waste their resources. Now, you don't need to believe me. You don't need to take my words for it. Here, at least let me just, because of time, I can't play lots of testimonials. Here, one of them. I want you to hear one of them. Hear what one of them has to say. And I hope a few of us were able to hear him. The audio was not so loud, but how many of us somebody said I could not hear well. How many of us were able to hear? Now, I worked with that guy for a period of about a month or two. That was after a month of working together on one of his businesses back then. You didn't hear? Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Any other person that didn't hear? For me, it was clear on my own side. I could hear him well. Was there anybody that heard him well? Okay, Jeff heard him well. I think probably it might be from your own side or your speaker. Maybe your speaker was not loud enough or something. All right, before I became that guy that to save time, there are tons of testimonials to play, but let's just save time. Before I became that guy that could help people run ads and they tell you I generate sales, I made 200K working with him in a month and all those stuffs, all those stuffs, all those stuffs. I've had very, very bad time. I've struggled to generate sales for my own business too. I've really, 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 really struggled to generate sales for my business too. Share with Facebook ads. I learned the hard way that the only way to really make money online is to sell something. And it was against this background I started selling online in 2020. Now, the first thing I ever sold in my life was a set of ebooks and on building successful businesses. And back then, I made a 50,000 in a space of 5 days. Now, that was a big break for me. Oh, I think I've jumped something. Okay, I came into the business space with big dreams. You guys, I wanted to make money and do this and do that and do that. I tried a lot of businesses, but none of them worked out. They always ended up badly. Then I tried making money online during COVID. I remember I tried several investments. I remember there was one we were doing that we were reading news and they did not pay me this more. God will collect my money from them in Jesus' name. I also remember that I tried some investment opportunities. There's one the most I remember there was time a friend of mine introduced me to forex trading and put around 500K into forex trading, and till today we did not see the money, we did not see the person that collected the money. We've not seen the money, we've not seen the guy that collected the money till today. Then for me to go and learn how to trade myself, I'm going to give somebody money. Till today, money I no see, the person I no see. May God collect my money for him. Now that was how I learned that making money online you have to sell something. Then against that background I started selling late 2020. That should be 3 years ago now. 3 years ago. Now, and the first time I sold was a set of ebooks on building successful businesses, and in 3 days, I think 3 or 5 days, in 5 days I made this on 15K. And that was for me, the guy that has been losing money, that has been scammed, that has lost money on businesses, lost money on investment. Wow, so I could sell something and make money. And I never look back again. I never looked back again since then. Now after that I moved into selling other people's product. That was in 2020. I moved to selling other people's product, what they call affiliate marketing. Some of you are affiliate marketers. Some of us were the first of affiliate marketers. I was affiliate marketer 2020. I think I stopped doing affiliate marketing about 2 years, a year ago, 2 years ago. Before then I did my first million selling other people's product actually. And for 5 solid months I could not make one sale, one single sale I could not make. I did everything I knew. I went to WhatsApp TV. I don't know if they still do WhatsApp TV adverts these days. I don't do it anymore because I want Facebook as majorly. WhatsApp TV, I went to WhatsApp TV. I did not make any sale. Now no matter what I did not make any sale. No matter what I did not make any sale. Matter what I did not make any sale at all. Now that's when a friend of mine introduced me to Facebook ads, and I got on YouTube. I watched every video I could watch. I took a loan from a friend. Again, I took a loan from a friend. I said, please help me. I want to run my ads. The guy gave me some money and I got over 100 people. The guy is a very close friend of mine. I gave me some money to run ads and I got over 100 people. Now the ad was very costly. I can't tell you the amount. And I could not get one of them to buy my 35 products. It was that bad. It was that bad. It was that bad. I thought the issue was because nobody knew me. I'm not popular. And I'm the kind of person that like putting my face out. So I started running this. I started putting myself out well, I think December. I think December when I did a master class like this. That's when I started. I don't like, because I have other stuff I do and I don't really like putting myself out there. Then I even increased the amount I was spending on ads, but nobody was buying. Nobody was buying. Nobody was buying. Now, so if you have been nervous about running ads, about you don't want to lose money or something, you don't want to, or you have failed in the past and you are tired, you are not the only one. I've been there. That's why I'm sure that if this thing can work for me, it can work for you. Being able to refuse, respect and trust, if it can work for me, it can work for you. After no time for story. Yes, everything changed when I met this young man, I don't want to mention his name. He was just about a year older than I am, and he has been to running art and getting results for about 6 years before we met. And we got talking and he said something to me. I was complaining my house was not converting, I'm having issue with my heart, kinikon. Now told me, say, Femi, you don't just make money from my heart by placing your heart on the house manager. Go and learn how to do it properly. The thing hit me. He hit me like as if somebody hit me with hammer. And I took that advice. And I took proper training on Facebook ads. Proper training. I paid 3 FBS experts on running ads. 3 FBS. One of them is a lady. I think she has stopped running ads for people. When she was running ads for people, and around 2020, to get her to run ads for you, you pay her 300K flat. You pay her 50K first. Please, if you have questions, wait till the end of the class. Now I bet that she will collect 50K from you flat like this, 50K flat from you. Then when she charges 300K monthly to run ads. I paid that was the people I paid to learn how to run ads from, and people I respect so much. Now I decided to commit to start studying every campaign that guy that told me to run ads was running, because this guy has done 150 million. The guy was just a year older than a very young man. I'm like, how is this guy doing this stuff? I began to study the campaigns was running, the ads was running, the way he does his business. And that is in the midst of it and watching other experts, watching guys that were doing well, that I discovered this unique thing about running Facebook ads. Some of them, I know a few of them are things I added, some of them are things I added. Now I discovered how That's why I now develop my own unique film for creating highly profitable Facebook ad by engineering instant respect and trust. What those guys, that's what these guys were doing. When enter his funnel, you immediately see them as the person that can save you. And before you know, even if you don't pay them today, you pay them later. Now what happened in my business was rather unexpected. I was from struggling to do things, struggling to get things done. For the first time in my life, I ran a campaign that did six figures in less than 10 days, and it was just 20,000 naira. I was like, he come out ton of leads. I was shocked. So Facebook ads is this sweet? I later spent, I think over the I think I later spent I later had to leave that list and stop selling to them. I spent around 100,000 and made serious money from that ad. Made serious money. I think that when I sat down to calculate how much I made from that ad alone that year, because after that ad was the only ad I took. I think I made well over I think 800K or something from that ad in pure profit pure. Now I was able to work on a lot of things. I moved the guy that helped me the first time. I was able to settle him and all those, and I moved into helping business owners generate profitable sales in their business using this framework, using this same framework. Campaign after campaign, ad after ad, I've been implementing it across several niches, and results are always the same. It is based on basic buyer psychology, nothing complicated. So if you are somebody that like complicated things, what I want to teach you will not work for you. It is nothing complicated. It's nothing complicated. As I when I prepared this tariff December, I done 930K working with several businesses. This alone, people have this. I don't like declaring how much I've made online, so forgive me. Now that was between January 2022 and July 2022 alone. 2022 alone, just helping businesses, people fix their ad alone made me about 930K. So it's not what I'm teaching you is not something I just started doing. Now I had to stop helping business owners run ads. I had to pause it because the offers were too much. People can you help me with that? The thing was stroking my own business, so I had to let it go. Now the only pathway to lasting success with ads is to focus on basic buyer psychology. Nothing serious on why do people take buying decision, why people pay money, respect and trust, simple. When you see this I have a problem, I have headache, I need paracetamol for my headache. If I offer you the paracetamol you need, you pay me. If you know how to engineer it fast, people will pay you fast. It's not just about jumping on Facebook to go and run ads. Now stop trying how to sell to people, stop trying to get people to buy from you before you stop trying to get people to like you before you sell to them. Some of you gather list do everything and now beg you now send message, how are you today, have you eaten? People don't buy because they like you. Well, some of you, let me ask you, your friends are doing business, how many of you have bought from them in the past 3 months? You will buy in the first month because they are your friends. Second, when you see somebody with a better offer, you leave them. So why are you trying to make friends with your clients before they pay you? Stop trying to get people to focus on things that stop focusing on things that don't move the needle. Focus on what moves the needle. Focus on them. Start focusing on your ideas. Start focusing on understanding them. Start focusing on putting yourself in a position where they can respect you, when they can see you as that person that can save them, when they can see you as that expert, as the doctor that can give paracetamol to their headache. Even if they don't buy from you instantly, they will come back and buy. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. In January, I shut down my business. I didn't do any business from January till I think around March. And one funnel I built in December, funnel I built has made me over six figures. And I was not doing anything serious. I was not doing any serious business. Most of the money I made this should be probably my second master class this year. I did one in January. I took a pause. Probably this should be the second one this year, or maybe the third. I've not been doing any serious business because I'm only a professional course, so I don't have time. And yet month in month out, funnels that I've built last year makes me money. Simply because of focusing on this thing. If you enter that funnel today, you will pay me. It's not child's play. It works. Now why is this thing important? Why is it important? Now I've helped dozens of business owners 10x their sales figures without increasing their marketing budget using this portable framework. And it is a easy system for making sales quickly with ads, to offset your cost and build a list of ready to buy audience that you can sell to over and over again. Now I want to help you hit six figures in sales in less than 7 days of launching your next advert. if you can follow without wasting a dime on people that don't buy. Now here is what one of my students if what is what one of my students had to say when I showed him this same framework. This is what one of my students had to say. I wish whoosh, let's see how this will go. This is what one of my students had to say. When I showed him this framework, he had this to say. Oh, network is slow this night. Now this guy bought was a student of my course. He bought my course on Facebook. That cash Facebook cash app, he bought it back then. Is I didn't even have time to sit down and start breaking things like this down. But what I did was, in that training, the things I was breaking down, the things I put inside, I'll stop selling the course. The course is no longer for sale. Actually, it's no longer for sale. Stop selling it. I had to pack it up because I thought too much inside. I had to pack it up from selling it. Now, simply what he did was following that framework. He was able to infuse in the business. Now this guy, you can is a some of you that if you are free market on Expertnet, he has a course on Expertnet. Course has done over 1,000 sales on Expertnet. Amazon KDP course on Expertnet. So somebody we can verify. This guy got, now he knows Facebook ad, didn't say 500 leads please. He said 500 customers. They are not the same thing. Just spending 3,000 naira every day for 2 weeks, and he got 500 customers, not leads. Pay attention. So this thing works. This thing works. You can pick your calculator. If you were selling a 1k product and you got 500 customers, how much has he made? If you were selling a 2k product and you got 500 customers, how much did he make? So before you, how many of us are ready to start to learn now? How many of us are ready to learn? How many of you want to know how this thing works? You want to know how it works. You want to know how this thing really works. You are sure you are ready to learn how it. I've proven to you that it works. So how many of you are ready to learn how this thing works? I do. I told you it's a master class. I'm not here to sell something. I have something to say to you, but not. How many of you are ready? Only one person is ready. Wow, I think I should go and sleep. Every other person are not ready to learn. Michael says I do. Where are my first set of people that join me? I do. Use the comment section. Don't just raise your hands. Use the comment section. Use the comment section. Adamu Sani says I do. Kote Godson says I do. Alright. So let's get into the four parts. Now I told you I'm going to show you. I'm not just going to explain it to you. Now for most of your classes, where I got tonight, so I'm going to stop. Where do we stop, right? Now this is where my own teaching wants to start. If you are feeling sleepy now, you can go and sleep. How many of you are feeling sleepy? You want to sleep? You are feeling sleepy, you want to sleep. Let me say I want to sleep. Type it out. You are feeling sleepy, I want to sleep. Type I want to sleep. You are not feeling sleepy? Okay. Now, so let's get to the four parts of implementing the profitable Facebook ad. I know I'll catch somebody into your business. How do you implement this thing to your business? Now, that's where I'm going to breaking things down. First thing we'll be looking at is the four major two stumbling blocks holding you back from getting consistency in your business. The four things you must do before launching any advert on Facebook to make your ad super profitable. Then the single area structure to add to your business. Then live walkthrough of how I set up Facebook. I've done that already. That number 4, I've done it already. It's on the group. Go and watch it there. Now, two major stumbling blocks holding you back from getting consistent sales in your business. Now, these things I'm breaking down, please follow carefully. These are the things that make sure, see, This is you putting this thing in your business. The first one is self-respect. The first one is what? Somebody type out, if you are with me, type self-respect. Type out self-respect. Let me know you are here. Type out self-respect. There are around 20 people on this call. Type self-respect. Use the income message, type self-respect. I want to be sure you can hear me well. Waiting, self-respect. Okay, self-respect. I've seen you. Self-respect. Alright. Now let's get into it. Now listen to me. For when I told you respect and trust, remember I started from respect here is not kneeling down. It's people seeing you as somebody that can help them. People, respect is not earned, it is transferred. It's a matter of perception. It is how people see you, and that perception is transferred from you to them. So it means that people will never see you as somebody that can help them if you don't see yourself first as somebody that can help you. Now you may be thinking, how does that have to do with selling? If you miss this part, you will not make any sale. You must first of all see, it starts from you. It starts from who? From you. Some of you have problem with self-respect. You are not seeing yourself as, you just want to sell and make money. So when you launch out ads, your thought is, okay, I want to go and make money. You are not in that frame of mind of, I want to help people. I want to help people get, I want to, this my product, this my service, this my physical product, this my digital product is to help people. If you don't put yourself in that position, you will be in a needy state. So you will be desperate to sell, and when people spell desperation, they will run. When people smell you are just trying to make money from them, they will run. Are we together? Now, some of the is that you come to that place where you yourself can see yourself as somebody that can help people, and secondly, that is worth to be paid to help people. Now, that's what some of you. Now, I have a problem with some of you. You can, something that you have problem, you can't sell something that is more than 1k, 2k, 3k. Guy, are we following me this night? You must see yourself as, okay, I can help, I want to help these people, I can help them, and I deserve to be paid for it. Some of you are pricing your 20k product for 2k, 30k product for 2k. You are now sounding like everybody in the market, so how will they buy from you? When my senior was talking to me, say, people at my market that selling for 50, I said, if they like, let them sell it for 20 now. People that will pay you will pay you. Why will doctor not price their own drug for 500 naira? You will pay them because you know they can help you, and they put themselves in that state. Self-respect. Self-respect. First part of self-respect is that, okay, I can help people. You have to see yourself that way. When you see yourself that way, you can transfer it to other people. The second part of self-respect is that I deserve to be paid for my expertise. I deserve to be paid for my product. I deserve to be paid for my knowledge. I deserve to be paid to help them. You are running a business, not a what is it called? NGO. Are you with me? If you have issues with self-respect, if you don't see yourself as that person that can solve that problem, that person that can provide paracetamol to that headache, that person that can, if you don't see yourself in that state, please and please go and get it. Go and get it. And one of the ways to respect yourself, to build your self-respect, is by investing in yourself. Don't run after, we want to make, see, the first goal. Now I can come here and talk about Facebook like this because I invested in myself on Facebook ads. I can talk about selling online. I invested terribly in myself in selling online. The first set, see, I say this in all sense of humility. I say in all sense of humility. I checked my first, in all my earnings, most of my earnings I made online, my first year of earning, as they were coming in bits and pieces, I invested them into training. I can't tell you how much I spent learning. I've spent over I've got 7 figures learning things, buying trainings, paying into mastermind so that I can build up what I know, paying for mentorship programs, entering. So I'm certain that if I'm telling you something it works because I've done it. I paid the price for it. Something I just sometimes I build that furnace. I just go and I run whether this I just run ask to sell to just run ask into those furnace, run ask into them. And some of them fail like so I know why okay e fail because of this. So I can look and say when you if I see your ads you will fail I will know. But many things you see people do we have tested many things, run ask to wahala, did everything, paid. So when I'm talking I'm not talking from I'm talking from what I know, what I've invested in myself doing, the things I've gone out to test. And those things build your self respect. But you want to make urgent 2k, you want to make urgent 5k, you make 10k today, you spend it on food, you make 50k tomorrow, you spend it on cloth. I tell people see, if I make 500k this month, 350k of it is going into investing to masterminds. There's a mastermind I'm going to pay for. I'm planning on paying for. I want to save. Is in dollars. I'll pay for it to enter. Because guys in those places do 6 figures, 7 figures in dollars. Like what? In the same Nigeria? But you, instead for you to invest in what you know, you have a physical business. Invest in advertising. Get better. Expand your skill. Na lie. It's the latest shoe and clothes you are looking for. Now, some of you are not even looking for latest shoe and clothes. Some are not even looking for some of you may that you are looking for latest shoe and clothes. But some of you, you are too chicken in putting yourself out there. So you are looking for 1k, 2k trainings. What do they know that they want to teach you? See, look at me. It is what you put in yourself that builds up your self-respect. So I sell fashion stuff. What do you know about fashion? You run a fashion store. What do you know about fashion? Can you be an authority in fashion? Can people listen to you when it comes to clothes, or you just know the general things everybody know? You don't wear yellow on purple. Who does not know that? Even me that I'm not fashion, I know you should not wear yellow on purple. What do you know about materials they use to make clothes? What is your own new innovation you are bringing? What should a slim lady not wear? What are those things? What about fashion do you know that people can look at you and give you 1 million to make this clothes for me? Self-respect. Invest in yourself. That's one way to build it. Second way is that your mindset needs to be fixed. Fix your mindset. I invested in myself, I deserve to be paid for my expertise. If you won't buy you can go, but I deserve to be paid. And people that will pay me will definitely get results from what they are getting. Self-respect. It has to be in you first. It is what you have in you that you now move on people. You move it on people. You move it on people. That's why you don't ask for doctor certificate. You don't ask doctor certificate. It is you they went to how do you think you spend 7 years to study to do medicine? Is it 7 years is beans to you? When they finish that 7 years, even when they've not had that disease before, but they are sure that drug will work for you. And they are so sure that you will buy from them. Are you getting my point this night? Oh, have I offended you yet? If you are getting me, type I'm getting you. If you are getting me, type I am getting you. I'm waiting. Oh, people have gone to sleep. See this my write down pastor. Are you getting me, guys? Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Are you learning? Are you learning this night? Are you learning? How does it have to do with Facebook ads? If you don't fix this one first, your ad will not work. Oh. Now the second part is you deserve to be paid. Somebody type I deserve to be paid. I deserve to be paid for my solution. Type it out. I deserve to be paid for my solution. That person should please mute mic, please. Your mic is disturbing me. Bola something, your mic is disturbing me, please. Boluwatife, mute your mic. I deserve to be paid for my solution. Thanks because I should type that out. Thank you. Now let me move to the second part that is close to self-respect is what I call unshaken inner confidence. See, I can see there are like five or four of these things, but for your class, it's just two that you need. If you can do these two, you will figure out the remaining two later. Number two is unshaken inner confidence. Unshaken inner confidence. Let me give you an example. You have a doctor. There is this doctor that you want to buy drug from him. He's prescribing for your sickness, for something wrong with you, and he's telling you, I'm not so sure whether this drug will work, but go and use it and see. Will you pay him? I'm not so sure that this drug will work, but go and use it and see. Even if he's sitting in general in UITH, US, if there's anything like that, or UTH in US, will you pay him? Like I'm talking, he's sitting in the best hospital in the whole wide world, where the big people go, and he says, I'm not so sure if this thing will work, but go and try it. Will you give him your money? Will you give him your money? Nobody is responding. Or did I miss responses? Somebody said no way. Any other response? No, no, no. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of no's there. I'm seeing a lot of no's there. All right, thank you. Now, this is the part a lot of people miss. When you have built your own self-respect, the second thing you have to do is that you have to be confident about anything you are selling. You have to be solid, rock solid inside about whatever you are selling. See, if you are an athlete here, don't sell any product you are not sure about. If you are selling anything, be sure, be confident about it, so that when you give your word, you are sure your word will not fall. Unshaken inner confidence. People will not pay you. People can smell it. It's a bad odor. People can smell it. When you lack confidence, they can smell it. You that you are not confident what you are doing, how can they be sure you can help them? When you yourself, you are not even sure of what you are doing. A lot of business owners are not confident about the solution they carry. Are not confident about it. They are not sure if it will work. You are writing advert. Your advert is looking awkward, because when I read your advert, I can know whether you are sure what you are selling will sell or not. No, another thing, even how you price your product, I will know whether what you are selling will work or not. How you price your product, the way you price it, I will know whether it will work or not. It's not, because people, that those two things, when you combine them, is how you move respect and trust to people. That's how you move it. Remember, I told you it's a matter of perception. It starts from you, you move it to them. Fix these two things, and anybody that come in contact with your advert, comes in contact with your funnel, comes in contact to meet you on WhatsApp, comes in contact to join any group you put, they can, in their mind, they will see you as, this guy can help me. If you have these two, there are more, but let's start with, go and work on these two first. Now, why is this important? I have to save time. I've done 1 hour teaching in this class. 1 hour 5 minutes precisely. I started teaching 9:03. Here is why this is important. Why is this important? Respect and trust of your customers or clients is a matter of perception. Follow carefully. It's a matter of what? Perception. It is not earned. It must be transferred from you to them. So if your own mind is messed up, you cannot charge well. You can't price yourself well. You can't God. You can't price your product well. You can't charge well. They will not respect you. You know why? Nobody expects the best to be the cheapest. You can't fault that statement. Nobody in this world expects the best to be the cheapest. And if they don't see you as the best that can be, they will not pay you well. I've had people that who are better than me running apps pay me to learn how to run apps from. Yeah, I've had people like that. They are better. I've seen their work. This guy is so good. I'm not this, and they paid me. Nobody expects the best to be the cheapest. How many of you get this respect, this first part of the perception part? If you understand it, type I understand. If you understand, type I understand. I understand. If I can, if I'm waiting. Let's save some time. Let's save some time. This is just part one of 3 things I'm going to teach. The fourth part I've sent it to the group already. You can watch that on your own. How to run that. I'm waiting. Okay, I understand. Kote Godson understands. I think it's my network that's getting slow now. Okay, I understand. I've seen responses now. I understand. All right, thank you. Thank you for understanding. It means I can continue. I can continue. Now, when you develop this unshaking inner confidence and respect, every part of your selling system becomes your vehicle of moving it to your client and bringing them there. May I say it's a matter of perception? When you fix it in yourself, every part of what you sell, your offer, your funnel, your landing page, your sales video, your whatever thing you use to sell at all, now becomes your tool of moving it to your client and bring your client to that place where they see you that way. So now let me give you an example. When I was doing affiliate market, I remember I once lost a prospect to another affiliate because of this same thing. This thing I just shared with you. My prospect bought from him and came back to me to help him implement when he had problems. We were selling the same offer. He bought I saw him first. I spoke to him. He told me, I'm coming. Then he now went to buy the same product from another affiliate. Somebody else entirely paid him by himself. He now had issues. The person did not help him. He now came back to me. I was begging me, that guy, can you help me? And I told him I can't help him. Now the point is, and I had to charge him something more than he paid me to now help him. Now what I want to bring out is he bought from that guy. When I asked him, why did you buy? He said, that guy just got me with the way he was talking about it, presenting himself. And now the thing dawned on me that me I was still talking to him. When will you pay now? The guy commanded disrespect. The guy commanded disrespect. So when me that was trying to get him to like me, to talk sweet to him, was when I was still busy doing that, somebody had commanded disrespect and I collected his money. And he paid him. The money didn't come, he went to the guy. Now when he had problems, me and I became the friend that they came to dump problem on. So people can see you as the person they want to dump problem on. But they don't see you as the person that want to pay. Now some of you, in the course of this thing, you have sent me questions and I did not answer you. You know why? I'm not supposing you to drop problem on. I didn't learn my expertise to run pro bono services. Go and ask the people that taught you, not me. I hope you are following me this night. Because you can't be asking me professional questions for peanuts, for free. Now the guy commanded the respect and he collected the money. I commanded the sweet boy. Nobody pays a nice guy. Nice guy will not put food on your table. I'm not asking you to be rude, please. I'm not asking you to be rude. I'm not asking you to be saucy. I'm not asking you to be bad, okay? I'm saying that put yourself in a place where they can respect you enough to give you, to pay you. Do you understand me? Do we understand? Do we understand? So that I can move to the next thing. Do we understand? Don't be like me back then. Do we understand? If I can continue, type I can continue. Type continue. Type continue. If I can type continue. Okay, I've seen one reply. I'm good to go. Now, 4 things you must do. I want to go to the next part to save time. If I stay on this one alone, if I stay on this one alone, on that mindset alone matter, we will not leave here this night. And we have 40 something minutes more to go. Wow. I have a timer here. Don't worry, I have my timer here. 4 things you must do before launching any advert on Facebook to make your ad super profitable every single time you launch it. You know, we have spoken about what your mind should be. Now remember I said, now we are going through the vehicle of moving. We have talked about you building self-respect, you be sure of what you do. Now let's now enter your hard matter. 4 things you must do before you launch any ad to make sure that if you can do these 4 things, if you can do these 4 things, you will sell. Your heart will convert. Now this thing is where people fail actually. This is where people fail. Now first of all, you have to understand those you want to work with. This part alone is a master class on its own that you should pay me to teach. Understand the people you want to work with. Understand who you want to work with. Number 2 is to create an irresistible offer. Number 3 is to design the exact your prospect take to buy. And number 4 is to come up with hot advert images or creatives and a good ad copy to make sure your ad will perform well. Understanding those you want to work with. Let's take them one by one. I'm going to take them one by one. One by one. One by one. Are we ready? Are we ready to learn? If you are ready to learn, type I want to learn. If you are ready to learn, type I want to learn in the comment section. Type I want to learn in the comment section. If you don't want to learn, type I want to sleep in the comment section. If you want to learn, type I want to learn. If you want to sleep, type I want to sleep. Why all of you? Nobody wants to sleep. Everybody wants to learn. People should sleep now. Now let's continue. Now 4 big questions everybody wants to learn now. 4 big questions you need to answer so that you can know your customers. Know your customers. For those of you, okay, normally I should not teach this again because in the manual question guide I gave out, I taught something like this. But many of you didn't get it and I'm happy for you. It's your loss, it's not my own. 4 big questions you need to answer to know your customers. Okay, I think I'll give the illustration much later. 4 big questions. When you want to know your customers, I'm not asking you to know the color of clothes they are wearing or prophesy to them. No. I'm saying you must understand them to a point. Now, everybody is not your customer. Everybody cannot buy from you. People make that mistake a lot. Everybody cannot buy from you. So they try to sell. There are things you don't sell to some people. You don't want to work with everybody. See, even Jesus that was giving people bread and fish. Sorry, I'm a Christian, so I talk about Jesus a lot. Jesus was giving people bread and fish. He fed 5,000. He was not asking for their money. Some people still hated him. They were shouting, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" What about you that want to collect their money? So everybody cannot be your customer. But you see, Jesus had some guys that could. Peter said, rather than kill you, I would rather, even though he denied him, but at least he could stake his life at least with his mouth for him. Yet some people were eating his bread and fish. I could say, crucify him, crucify him. You must understand those set of people that are your own customers, the people you can work with. And there are 4 questions you must answer. You must first answer, who are the people I can really help? Who are the people I can really help? This solution I have, this business I have, this thing I'm selling, who can I help with it? See, this network is throwing you out many times, throwing you out, bringing you in. I'm so sorry. Maybe because of you, I will have mercy and give the recording for maybe a few days. But that doesn't mean you should disappear. I might change my mind after. Who can I really help? You have to ask yourself, who can I really help? This thing I'm selling, you sell a physical product. Who are those that this your product can help? You sew clothes, if you are a fashion designer or something, who are those that are the best people for what you can do? You have to think about it. Map those people out. Young ladies of between 30 to 50. Who are they? Map it out in your head. So that when you are talking to those kind of people and you can attract them. The second thing, I don't want to waste so much time on this. My thought is wide. What can I really do for them? What do they need that I can do for them? This is my product. This is me. Whatever you sell must have a end in mind. The issue with many of you that you don't sell that, you see, when you started your business, you saw everybody selling land, so you jumped inside and started selling real estate. You didn't sit down to think, okay, what can I do for these people? What is the thing that I can do for these people that I can do in a way that no other person can do? You have to ask that question. So some of you will leave this class and go and start thinking about your business again actually. Number 3 is, okay, I know these people. I know what they need that I can do for them. I can you can in fact it's possible you can I think it's your network. Chidi, is your network, not mine. I know what I can do for these people. Then you have the third question. Why? What is their why? Why will they need this solution? Why will they need it? Why will they need it? Why will they need it? If you can hear me well, type I can hear you well. I want to be sure if it's my network that is breaking. If you can hear me well, type I can hear you well, please. If you can't hear me well, type I can't hear you well. Okay, you can. You can. Okay, you can. I can hear you well. Okay. If some people can hear me well, it means it's your network. Chidi, is your network, not mine. I stopped at why, right? What is their why? What is their why? See, people don't buy without a reason. You go to market to buy cloth. Why do you want to buy cloth in the market? Is it to cover your nakedness or because you want to be fine? Now, some whys are stronger than some whys. Oh God. How do I explain this thing to you? I sometimes okay, no problem. It's alright. Now, your why. What is their why? Why would they want to buy from you? What is their reason? Why do they need your product? Why? You must know the see, if you don't know their why, they will not buy from you. But it is that why you'll be talking to. Is that why you'll be talking to? Then the third thing is where can I find them? Where can I find them? And what do I need to say for them to come out? If you know these four things, you know your see don't people used to I know if you have heard a lot of people tell you you need to research, you need to see don't kill yourself in doing in deadly research. Just answer these four questions are good. If you can answer these four questions well, you can sell anything, you can sell anything to those people. Yeah. Yap 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 yap. The second thing, when you understand these people, when you are feeding these four, who are they? You can describe them. You know, you can describe them. You know what you can do for them. You know, okay, you can to some extent you have highlighted the whys, the whys, why the reasons they might most likely need what you are selling. Then you are looking for which one is stronger. Now, those your whys are the different angles you'll be testing. Different angles you'll be testing. Then you now look at okay, where can I find them? Where can I find them? When you are done with that, you now go to the next step. You go to the next step. The next step is you now craft an irresistible offer. You do what? You do what? If you can hear that, say type it out. Craft an irresistible offer. Craft an irresistible offer. Okay, I think that might be a long typing. Oh, I think my network is breaking. Can you hear me, guys? I can see you. Anybody can hear me? Um, your network is going off. Okay, on and off. What's going on here? What's going on here? My network seems sound, but you can hear me now, right? Right. Your offer. So you craft an irresistible offer. Craft an irresistible offer. If you can hear me now, type offer. Type offer. If you can hear me now, type offer. It's already on the screen. Okay, you can hear me. That means you can hear me. Good. Good. You know, sometimes MTN can give you issues. I'm going to leave this MTN guys very soon. I have to place my Wi-Fi somewhere so that my network can. Alright. Now, what is your offer? Somebody asked me this question in my DM. I only hope he's here. If he's not here, good luck to him. Good luck to him if he's not here. What is your offer? Now, your offer is the deal that you are offering your customers. Your offer is the deal that you are offering your customers. Alright guys, let's do something. Give me a few minutes. Let me fix this network thing. Give me a few minutes. Let me check something. Now, remember I was giving an example of a woman who she was fat, right? She wants to be slim. Now your offer to that woman is your vehicle from taking her from fat to slim. So when I say make an offer, that is your vehicle, the how you will make her from fat to slim. So let's say you sell fashion wear, so a woman, you sell clothes and all that. Your offer is your customers want to cover their nakedness. How will you cover their nakedness? Your customer wants to look beautiful because people don't wear clothes to cover their nakedness these days again. In days of our fathers, they were wearing clothes to cover, but now they don't wear clothes to cover nakedness. They wear clothes to be fine. So they want to look beautiful. They want to look handsome. Your offer is your how. Will you combine this cloth to make them handsome? So your offer is your how. It is not your sales letter. It is not your no. It is you have this problem. You want this solution. This is how I can give you this solution. That's why I call it the deal you are offering them. Now, when you package what they want, they will pay you well. See, you won't make money from ads. Some people's ads keep failing because they are carrying dead offers on their head. If you like spend 1 million on ads, your offer is dead, they will not buy. People pay for what can fulfill their dreams. You have to show them, okay, this is your dream that I can help you fulfill it. Why are you in this class? Because you want to learn how to sell. If you don't want to learn how to sell, you will not be here. You have spent 1 hour 25 minutes and you are listening to what to somebody that is not. Are you getting me, guys? Are you following me? I mean, if you understand what I mean by offer now. Because some of you, in the name of making offers, you now pack useless, stupid, unserious, nonsense bonuses. You are selling here, you are selling woman here, you are giving key holder as bonus. What does it relate? How? How? Do you understand what I mean by offer, everybody? Do you understand offer now? Do you understand offer? Do you understand offer? Do you understand it? Now, it's not about packing bonuses. It's about having the best how. If you understand, type I understand, please. Or I do. If you understand, type I do. Type I do. If you get my explanation on irresistible offer, type I do. There is no time this night. 1 hour 20 minutes gone. I do. Okay, I've seen people that understand it. Now, this is not about stacking bonuses, please. Bonus is part of, because I don't know that they taught you offer creation. You now start you adding bonus. Well, it's not about the bonus. See, okay, let me not stop. You should use bonuses, okay? You should use bonuses, but it's not about no. There is a way you create offers that make them sell. I did that with it in one of the videos in the manufacturing creation guide. But some of you were too wise. You were wiser than your teacher. You did not get it. It's now 15,000 on the page. You can buy it there. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Practical examples. Let me give you some practical examples of creating offers. Skincare products. Let's use skincare product as an example. It's something that can help people remove pimples from their face. So there are 3 guys that want to sell you a skincare product. The first person, Mr. John. And Mr. John comes with a straight offer. He says, get this pimple remover and that will help you get a glowing skin. See your white there. You want a glowing skin, right? Get this pimple remover that help you get a glowing skin in the next 30 days. It says for 15,000 naira. I will give it to you for 10,000 naira if you buy it right now. Right now. Right now. Urgency there. Right now. Then while you were thinking about buying it, pimples have finished your face. Now, assuming but not considering that pimples have finished your face, like your face, and you have a bobo or a babe somewhere that just likes smooth face and she's disturbing your life, your wife or your husband or your babe or your bobo or anything like that. It's your business, not my own. Does not like people have finished their face and she's disturbing your life or is disturbing your life. Then you are scrolling Facebook, then you saw this ad. This pimples remover, you can remove your pimples in clinical days. in next 30 days the price is 15k. If you buy today you get it for 10k. While you are thinking of pulling out 10k in your purse, somebody else comes and say I can't Miss Bisi. Then there is Bisi comes and say, oh, this buy pimples remover oil oh, buy pimples remover oil, it will help you achieve a clear skin. But that's not all. So that I want you to get faster result with it, because 30 days is too long. Help you get faster result with it, I'm going to give you a face cleanser. I'm going to give you a face cleanser. With this face cleanser, in 20 days, all the pimples will disappear from your face. My price is my price is ten 10,000 naira too. Then why you are thinking somebody else come to another offer. um Okay, pimples is eating your face, right? Use this my pimples remover oil, you can remove your pimples in 30 days. But I want you to get faster results with this thing. I want to get faster results with it. I'm giving you a face cleanser that will help you get result in 20 days. But that's not all. After you get this thing, normally when you use pimple remover oil, it leaves dark spots on your faces, on your face. But I want to help you deal with this thing once and for all. You don't need to. I'm going to give you something. I'm also give you a medicated oil that when you use on your face, it will remove all the dark spots. Now, the truth is this pimple remover oil is 15k. The dark skin oil itself, if you want to buy it alone, is 10,000 naira. But if you get the two today, right now, I'm going to give it to you for 14,000 naira. If you get this I'm going to give it to you for just 14,000 naira plus the face cleanser. Which of if you have money to spend, which of them will you buy from? Note, if you buy the first person's own for 10k, you will still buy face cleanser. If you buy the second person's own, you will still come back and buy medicated oil to remove your dark spots. Who will you buy from? Think about it and answer. Is it from Kafayat? The first person is John, second person is Bisi, third person is Kafayat. Who will you buy from? Who will you buy from? Who will you buy from? I'm waiting, waiting to hear from you. So you no buy from Mr. John, why will you buy from Kafaya now? All of you are saying third person, third person, third person. Now, it shows you that our offer is superior to the other ones. Now, if three of them are running ads and they are running it on Facebook, I like Jeff, your own opinion is very funny. You buy second person. So when you collect face cleanser for 11,000, you now come back and buy dark spot oil for another 10,000. You can get it for 14,000. Get the three for 14,000. I like you, Mr. Jeff. I just like you so much. But the truth in your heart, you yourself know you no buy from the second person. I'm sorry, but you, it's your opinion, and it's valid. It's valid. But for me personally, I'll buy from the third person. Personally, that's just my opinion. I'll buy from the third person. But since you say second person depends on you, so most people say they will buy from the third person, but we have somebody here that will buy from the second person. That's wonderful. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is that your offer should not just carry the things that now you buy from her because she's not just solving your problem, okay? She's giving you faster results and she's solving your next problem. It shows that she understands you, she understands your problem in the first place. So if three of them are running ads, Mr. John will keep saying he's not selling, but he has a offer. But there is no way in this world that I will see Kafayat's offer and buy Mr. John's offer. Is it not just extra 4k I will pay rather than coming back to buy something of 10k? Do you get what I'm trying to say here? Every time you want to launch your ad, your offer must look like this Kafayat offer. Now, it's not about bonuses, it's about understanding who you want to sell to and solving problems for them. Do you get my gist? Do you get my gist? I need to continue. I've stayed too long in this class. 1 hour 33 minutes. 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes to go. Do you get the gist? Do you get the gist? Do you get the gist? Are you learning this night? If you get the gist, type I get it. I get it. If you get gist, type I get it. Please, your response. I need your responses to be sure I'm not just talking to myself. Okay, I hear yes. I hear yes. Okay. I see one yes from somewhere. Yes, yes, I get it. I get it. Thank you. Hope you are learning. Hope you are learning. If you are learning, just type yes. If you are learning, just type yes. Okay, yes, so I say yes, so yes, so yes, so Yes, oh, yes, oh. Okay, good. Thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God you guys are learning. Now let's go to the third step. Design the process you want to take your buyers through. Design the process you want to take your buyers through. Design the process you want to take your buyers through. Now, see, your funnel, no matter what you are selling, see, even if you are selling agbo, if you don't know what agbo means, for my friends from Ghana that may not in any circumstance know what agbo means. Agbo is a Yoruba word that means herbal concoction. Herbal concoction. Even if you are selling herbal concoction and you have the mind to bring it online to sell, get a sales funnel. Now when I say sales funnel, now this is where people miss the point. Sales funnel actually is not a website where you put things, you put design pages. Sales funnel is simply the process you take your buyers through to take them from I don't know you to wow, this guy can help me to wow, take my money. Now it does not have to be complicated. Even though me I like sometimes I like complicated funnels, but if you are starting it does not have to be complicated. It can be as simple as take them, write a small book give them. It can be as simple as take them from Facebook to a WhatsApp. Can you take them to a landing page? Sha make sure the funnel carries every element that will make them buy from you. Now the funnel you use depend on the kind of business you do. The process you will use depend on the kind of people you want to sell to. Do you get what I'm saying? It depends. So that's why you must understand the people you want to sell to now know okay this is the process I will take them through to make them buy. This is what I will say that will make them buy. This is what I will post that will make them think of buying from me. This is what I will do. So you have to understand it. I don't want to spend so much time on this thing, but what I'm trying to say is that design the process you want to take them through in your head before you take them through it. I hope you are learning. I hope you are learning. I have to fly now, 35 minutes, and I have still not covered a lot of things. I've not covered. Now, the third thing, when you have not designed the process you want to take them through, you have designed that unique process that you want to take them through, you now do the third part. You do the third part. You do the third part where you now design your creative and you write your copy. See, when you want to run ads, you need to sit down and come up with a correct creative. If you will use design, use quality designs. Use quality design. If you want to use video, use quality videos. I've run ads for people. I remember this lady paid me a lot of money to run ads. She now went to pay one stupid guy to do video for her. After I wrote one deadly copy, design one deadly landing page, we put it. The funnel was the ad was behaving poorly. Why? The video the guy did for her was horrible, and I could not tell her because I don't want to. I was telling her and this video she was like, the guy, and she paid the guy good money. If you want to do video, pay an expert. If you want to do flyer, pay a graphic designer. If you don't know how to do it, pay a graphic designer to do it for you. And if you cannot do design, get a picture that is attention grabbing. Sha do something. Because see, attention is currency. 70% of the ad is the picture, the graphic or the video you use. If you don't get any picture, you fail. The third one is write a copy. Your copy, the goal of Facebook copy. What do you want people to do? Do you want them to click? Do you want them to buy from your house? Do you want them to come to you on WhatsApp? Let your copy speak to them. That's the way you write Facebook copy that makes it sell. I have one whole training on writing a copy. The video is like 30 minutes video. Just teach how to write Facebook ad copy. It's not how you do normal copywriting that you write Facebook ad copy. Your copy is to get them to click. Write it with that in mind. This is not a training on how to write Facebook ad copy. But make sure you get correct creative, get correct ad copy. If you know that your English, see, don't go and run ads and write bad English. No, that now you can write English. If you read some of my copies, it can be funny. I can even make it sound like a joke. Okay, I'm not saying you must write vocabulary correct English, but don't make some funny mistakes in your ad. Some of you sell more money product how to help people make money. You are using words when you are supposed to use is, or you use flyer. Your flyer is looking as if you are hungry. So what you do graphic design? Your own graphic design flyer is looking as if you don't know anything. I don't mean to offend you this time. I just want to tell you the truth. Any of is if possible I will show you, if possible if you are lucky enough I will show you how you can get some of my best tools on hard copies and all that. How you can get it if you are lucky enough. Please, do we understand this part jare? Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? I want to continue. I have spent 1 hour 38 minutes and I'm not done. Or should we just stop here? Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? If you understand, type I understand, or type yes, or type something so that I can continue. What? I'm waiting. Type yes, okay, yes, oh, yes, oh, okay. Somebody says you understand. I'm good. I'm good with at least one person. It means you guys can still hear me. Why are all these things important? Why are they important? Why are they important? Why are they important? My network is about to, it's failing already. Understand your customers. Understand your customers. Now I will tell you why these things are important. I'm not just my goal is not just to stuff you with knowledge. I want you to leave here and go and do it. Please. I didn't come and waste 1 hour, 2 hours to talk. I want you to leave here and go and work on these things. That's why I'm trying to be as practical as possible. Understanding your customers make you know exactly what to say that will move your respect and their trust and respect towards you, and the exact offer that you will make that will tempt them to convert. If you don't understand them, you will not know the things you will say to them that make them respect and trust you, and you will not know the kind of offer you will make to them that will tempt them to buy from you. These are what they should do. These are what your gurus will not teach you. Not by just running as building funnels. Now your offer is you showing them exactly how you can help them. So they already perceive you as, if you have done your research well, and they already see you as that person that can help them. You now need to make them an offer to reinforce their belief, and convert that trust into cash in your own pocket. You get that gist? Now your sales funnel is your vehicle to move your prospect from respect to trust. Now the whole vehicle where you now do all these things is your sales funnel. So the reason you understand them so that you can know what to say to them, you can know the offer to make to them. Your offer is you are showing them this is how I can help you, point blank. Then your sales funnel is your vehicle to move your prospect from respect to trust. They must first see, oh, this guy can help me. Then they trust you. Wow, I believe that this guy can help me. Then you now from trust to, ah, Baba, I know you can help me. Take my money. It has to be carefully planned. It's a careful work. You plan it. It's planned. Plan work. To inject the respect and trust poison into their subconscious mind, because it must be in their subconscious mind somewhere. Now third one, at ten tion is currency. You are creating your copy and your target is the three major duties to grab the at ten tion of your customers and to get them into your funnel, because even if you have built all the funnel nobody is entering, you no go make money o. 5 kobo you no make. 5 kobo you no make. Now as simple, here is the simple truth: if you miss any of these four things, especially the first two, um 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 if you need to see me right now, I'm trying to do, I swear to God, even if you spend 1 million to run ads, you will fail. Especially the first two. If you like, spend 1 million, go from Facebook ads to Google ads to YouTube ads to TikTok ads to begging the whole world to post for you, you will still fail. Sorry o, sorry o, I don't want to offend you, I'm just telling you the truth. Now these are the exact things that I thought I showed this Damiloluwa guy, dis simple stuffs, showed dis Damiloluwa guy, and he got 500 paid customers with just 3 or 4K ad spend per day in 2 weeks. Now let's do the maths together. You spend 4K per day for 14 days, that's 56K. The offer he was selling was 2K. Was how much? 2K. And you get 500 people to buy a 2K offer, how much is that? That's ₦1,000,000 flat from a 56K ad spend, obeying these simple rules that I just taught you. I didn't even waste my time saying respect and trust. These four things I just analyzed here made him that money. Now that's not all. You heard him yourself. He said he got 500 customers. I just give you an analysis of 500 customers. It's nothing new. Now this is not all. He had the real offer he was selling. That's almost of you are selling on expert name now. Don't give me expert name. That offer is on expert name. He did an answer was 20K. So out of the 500 people that bought the 2K, some of them still paid him 20K to buy his real offer. and it came from this same Facebook ad I complained about, the same Facebook ads. So it's not that Facebook ad does not work, it's that you don't know how to do it. Now see, this is the point. This result is not typical because what he was selling was very hot at that time. Yeah, it was very very hot as at that time. It's possible that you may not get that kind of result. This margin is there. Even I who trained him, I opened my mouth and I had to stun. Oh, the reason he sold like that is because of what he was selling and the timing at which he sold it. But even if you spend 56k and you make 150k back, you have tried. You spend 50k and you make 100k back, you have tried. Which investment do you want to invest that when you invest, spend your money, can make you that kind of money? But the other guy that told you made 200k, when we ran the ads for him, that's what money made on front end o. When we ran the ads, I think we spent like 15k or something, or 20 something k to run the ads. We got a lot of leads for him. He still sell within a month. When we push did all things, he tried, he was selling something, made around 200k from it. Then that's when he did testimony. It was like, now that same audience has made him much more than that. That's audience from that ads. There was a month, some 6 figures sometimes monthly from that. Some of them that didn't buy from them, they bought. I'm sure if he does another video now, the amount he will call, you open your mouth from the same Facebook as simply obeying this simple thing. It does not have to be complicated. Just have sense. That's all. That's all. Have you learnt this night? Have you learnt this night? Whew, I just thought, wow, I'm almost tired. This middle one alone is enough masterclass. And I still have one more thing to teach you. Imagine I still want to teach you how to run ads. We will not leave here this night. Can we take one more thing or should we go? Can we manage to take at least one more? This one is not. Can we take one more thing or should we go? Your opinion. I want your opinion. Can we take one more thing or should we go? I am waiting. Okay, since I can't have any opinion now. Okay, one more. Susanna says one more. One more. Wow. One more. Okay. This one is my own secret method. This one is my own secret method. Good luck to those that will use it. Good luck to those that will use it. Now, I want to show you the exact structure I use. I use this one to add to your business, to increase your sales without increasing your current ad spend. The exact structure funnel structure I use. Now, Dan Kennedy once said that the business that is able to spend more in acquiring customers ultimately makes most of the money. I want to show you the exact way to structure your website to ensure you are always able to make more sales without increasing your current marketing budget. That's the sweet part of this training. The sweet part. Now, that funnel is what I call the lead funnel plus instant expense recovery strategy. Now, everything I've taught you this morning is about making money from ads. Now, this one is what can you do that you don't have to increase the money you are budgeting to run ads to run ads every month, but you can make more money from your ads. That's the strategy I want to teach you. You rarely find people teaching this thing right now. You rarely find. I think only one or two persons I've seen. Now, this is how it works. This is how it works. Please listen here. Listen here. So it should work for your business. I've tried it for several and it works. So it should work for your business. Now, here's how it works. Your funnel, your ad will call out those you want to work with. You use a lead funnel. You offer a lead magnet or something. You offer them something to engineer instant. You offer them something, but on that page where they land, what you do there is to engineer instant respect before you ask them for their details. My line is breaking seriously. Is everybody having that same experience? Any other person having that same experience? If you can hear me, type I can hear you. This is 9:51. My line should not break now. Okay, Jeff is having the same experience. Wow, this is serious. Chidi is having the same experience. Are you saying yes to that you can hear me, or yes to my line is breaking? Okay, two people said they can hear me. This my flow of thought that people are breaking, it's okay. It's okay. No, I will attempt to. I'm saying I don't want to give out recording for this thing, but maybe if God touches my heart, I can give out the recording so that the part you miss you can fill them up. I can if God I'm not promising you. It's not a promise I can make. But if God touches my heart, I can't hear. Chidi, I think your own issue is you have Chidi's network is you have network issues there. But Jeff has been hearing me since you can't hear me now. I need to check my network. Let me check my network. Give me 1 minute. Okay. I don't I don't joke with the things I say. Oh, don't think about it. Now here's how it works. It's better you listen well. I may not release it. It's not it's my recording, it's my teaching. But I want to sell it. So giving it out to some people might affect me selling making money from selling it. So your ad your ad calls out those you want to work with. Then you use a lead funnel to engineer instant respect and trust before asking them for their details. So after you can ask for their email or ask them to meet you on WhatsApp, but that page you are sending them to, you put some things on it, you put some things on it that make them respect you, that wow, this guy can help me. Then you further establish authority by offering them something that can help them solve one problem they have with a strict deadline, very very strict deadline. Now when you do that, what happens is that when people that land, when they join your funnel to get your lead magnet or whatever you are giving them, that thing you are offering them, the money they pay for it, you now put it back into your heart. So somebody is coming to collect, let's say, a free book, for example, then you're offering him something that can help him get better results with the free ebook. Then as he's paying for that thing, you are using the money they pay here to spend to get more money to run ads. So let's say you budget 50K for ads. On the first day you spend 10K. Then you have a small offer at the back that you offer for say 2005. With 10K you get 100 people to ask for your free book or whatever you are giving them for free. Then out of those 100, you only need 4 of them to try out what you are giving them immediately to help them get better result from the book to make 10K back. So you can pick that 10K you make back and use it to run ad on day 6. Then the same thing happen on the second day, on the third day. Before you know it, your money for ads is reverting. And if you don't want to run ads again, you can just spend your money, you have made your money back. So even if you end up not selling the real thing you are selling, you have covered your cost for ads. So even if you are not making money as it were from the back end, which if you do it well, your offer is solid, you still make money at the back end. Even if you are not making money again from the real thing you want to sell, you are not at loss for running ads. That's the funnel. I hope you understand it. Now that funnel is exactly what I use for this master class. If I didn't use it, you won't understand it. It's exactly what I used for this master class. Now implementing that, it does 4 things for your business. It establishes you as someone that can really help them actually, as you claim, and that you are worth getting paid. See, when you are not somebody you are not Father Christmas that just dishing out value. Anybody can dish out value, but not everybody is worth to be paid. It also helps you identify those that are your buying audiences. It helps you. Then if your offer is so good, you even start making profit from it. I can't tell you how much I made from this class. I've made, see, even if what I'm saying, you don't buy, I've made money already. So if you buy now, you're just helping yourself. You're not helping me. You will never need to spend more of your own money on ads because your ad will be paying for itself. Ad will be paying for itself. This is what I use. I do it every time, every time. Now this will work. See, this will work no matter what you sell, no matter the price, no matter the need, it will work. As long as you understand your audience well. If you understand those who are saying there's only something you can offer them, there's always something. There's always something. But the issue is that people are too lazy to spend time to understand those they are selling to. So not everybody will buy. But that thing does something that whether they buy or not, they already know, okay, there's money involved in this relationship. This person is not just, if they're a freebie seeker, they will get out. If they are not willing to pay you, they will get out. There is no point packing 2,000 people that will not pay you. It's better to have 500 people that are paying you money than 2,000 people that will not pay you. I'm sorry o, very sorry, just in case I offend you, very sorry. Now dis exact funnel is what I used for dis webinar right now. I used it exactly for dis webinar. Now how many of you got the offer creation guide I sold immediately after you registered? How many of you got it? You are in dis class and you got the offer creation guide. How many of you? How many of you? How many of you got it? How many of you bought it? How many of you bought it? How many of you bought that offer creation guide? I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. If you bought it, type I bought it, because a lot of people bought it. I've lost count already. I can't tell you how much I made from it. Anybody that bought it that is still in this class? Okay, Michael says he got it. There is somebody here that got it. Got it. I think are you the guy got it? The guy that paid from Ghana. You paid. You paid. Send me a message, please. Send me a message if you paid for it, because I've been looking for somebody that paid that didn't get his own. Send me a message with your proof of payment, please. Send me a message on WhatsApp with your proof of payment. Thank you. Now, congratulations to those of you that got it. Oh, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Now, just in case you didn't get it back then, you have now seen that your offer is important, because if you don't know how to make good offers, you can't do this one. Now, now that I've seen your offer, it's now 15,000 naira on the page. I love you too. You can go and get it there now. Hallelujah. Glory to God. You bought it. Okay. Congratulations to those of you that got it when it was cheap. Those of you that did not get it, it's just 15K. You can go check it now if you think I'm lying. Go and check the page. It's there. 15K. Now, how many of you understand this point? How many of you understand this point? How many of you understand this point that I just explained? You saw the funnel. What I explained is what I used. In my lead magnet was this master class. You came there and I showed you something later, and some of you right here bought it, showing that it works. It works. That, for most of you, that's the first time you are meeting me. You have not. It's not like I've met me somewhere before or something. I didn't quite have your number. Most of you that bought it, this is the first time you are meeting me. Now, so it shows you it works. How many of you understand? If you understand, type I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand. Do you understand? Do you understand so far? If you have any questions, I will take your questions after the class. Take your questions after the class. Now, okay, you understand. It's good to know that some people understand. So thank you guys that have stayed with me so far. I appreciate you. Like 6 people have left already. Wow. But thank you, those guys that stayed. Now, life workshop has set up from scratch. After you have gotten this framework right, next step is to set up your ads. I will have jumped on the ads manager, but I've shared the video training already to save time, because I can't start. If I want to do that, I'll teach you for another 30 something like this to 10 already. My throat is so dry. My throat is so dry right now. So what we're going to do right now is that the training is on the group. You can watch it later in your leisure. I send you training, understanding Facebook ads and how to run ads on the ads manager is there. See, I picked this out from my people paid for that training. Actually, people paid for it, but you can have it for free. I think I've helped you. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? Let me walk you through why it is important that you do this in your own business. Why? Here is why that is very, very important. Can you still hear me? Can we all hear me? If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Okay, thank you. Alright, the short training on using the ads manager, placing your ads, is where the real action takes place. Your funnel is good and you use the wrong ad objective. For some of you, you want to run ads, you be using you be boosting posts. You will fail o. Boosting posts know how to run ads. Your funnel is good, but you are using the wrong objective, you still fail. Facebook is wise, Facebook is not stupid. So you must tell Facebook what you want to do by using the right objective. Now, you must be sending the right message to the right people at the right time. That's why I sent that training to you. But somebody can go and do all this and now go and start using wrong objective, you will still fail. So please watch that training after the class. Can I take water, please? Can I go and take water? Can I take water? Let's take a time out. I want to take water. Can I take water? Can I take water? Oh, nobody's answering me. Okay, thank you very much. Please. Let me take water. All right, thank you very much. I'm back. I'm back. All right, let me ask you a few questions. A few questions. Did you get value from this training? Did you get value from this training? I'd like to have your responses. Did you get value from this training? Hope did I waste your time or did you learn? Yeah, too much. I did. Now, was this training worth paying for? If I had asked you to pay for this training, was it worth paying for? Would you have paid for to learn something like this actually? Was it worth paying for? Was it worth paying for? Was it worth paying for? If it was paying for, worth paying for, you can say yes. You can say I would have paid for it. Let me know. If I had charged you money for this training, would you have? Is it something you could have paid for? Alright, so wow, I'm so glad you got value. I'm so glad you got value. I want you guys to do me a favor. After the class, after we are done, final, I will open the group for a few minutes. I want you to drop your testimonials because I actually want to set this training some maybe much more later. I will- I want to set this training much more later. So I appreciate if you can drop a testimonial of the value you got from this training on the group. On the group. Now, did you cover everything I promised? Did I cover everything I promised? Did I cover the four things I promised to teach you? Did I cover it? Did I cover the four things I promised to teach you? Did I cover everything I promised? Somebody says yes. Somebody says yes. Only one person. Okay, James also says yes. Now, do you believe that implementing this in your business will help you? Do you believe that implementing this profitable framework in your business can really help you make more sales compared to what you are doing right now? If you implement this thing I taught you, do you believe it can help you make more sales? All right, all right. So I have one question for you. But how will you be able to implement all this within the next 30 to 45 days in your business? Now, it took me, I'm being frank with you. There is no point deceiving myself or lying to you. It took me months. It took me months of running several ads, building sales funnels, studying them and all that, and reverse and implementing them to come up with this working formula. I thought now it looks simple to you, but it took me months. Months. Now, if you are right here right now, because I've even helped you shorten your own journey by explaining it to you first. If you go from this training now and you go and start implementing this thing on your own in your business, it should take you at least 6 months to be able to perfect what will work for you. If you want to go and now, that is because I've broken it down. I've explained it to you. Some people will go, they will not even do anything, you just leave it because you will get to a place you feel wow. Good morning, where are you from? Now, if you are like most people, I don't think you want to wait for another 6 months to be able to master this framework as implement in your business. Or is there somebody that you don't mind? You can wait for another 6 months to go and struggle on your own to implement this properly. Is there anybody like that? But if you are here and you would like to be able to implement this in the next 30 to 45 days, if you are here and you are like that, you like to implement this thing within the next 30 to 45 days in your business, can you say I would love to? Can you type let's look for something you can type. Type type yes if you would like to be able to implement this thing in the next 30 to 45 days in your business. Okay. If you would like to implement, you believe this can work for you and you are willing to implement in the next 30 to 45 days if you get help. Type yes. Alright. I have something sweet for you. Now, I know you have bought lots of courses in the past. I'm not about to sell you another course. Sincerely, I'm not about to sell you a course. I know you have bought loads of courses on Facebook ads. Some of you have bought courses on Facebook ads. Am I correct? Some of you have bought courses on selling online. Some of you have bought courses on selling online. Some of you have bought all sorts of stuffs. And many of them are currently on your system right now and you have not even watched them. Anybody like that? You have courses that you bought that is on your system and you have not watched. No talk of implementing at all. If you are like that. Anybody like that? Do I have a witness? Type hi if you are like that. You have courses you bought it's on your system but you have not even implemented, you have not even watched it at all. Anybody like that? If you are like that, tap I, confess your sins now. Anybody? You have a witness in the house? I'm a pastor now. Anybody? Nobody? You people used to implement all the courses you have bought. You better confess now. Anybody, I'm waiting. You can type hi, something short. Okay, hi, okay, good. So even if I sell you a course right now, you agree with me that there's a high chance that you will not even get any result from it. If I sell you a course right now, you agree with me. If I sell you a course of 30 videos, 40 videos, it's possible that you not even watch it or get any result from it. You will agree with me. You will agree with me. Now the fact that a number of you here bought my own necessary education offer on my thank you page shows that this thing works if you do it. And you have not known me but you have stayed this long. This is 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 minutes in this class. Despite meeting me in less than 7 days. The first person that entered my phone entered on Monday. And you have stayed with me for 2 hours here. Enjoy yourself. This thing with me as if you have known me for the past how many months. So clearly this thing works. You are the biggest proof you need to know that it works. You are the biggest proof that you need to know that this thing works. Now, what if I can give you something that can help you implement all this in your business in the next 30 to 45 days, so that you don't waste time trying to figure it out on your own. You don't need to pay anybody ever again to help you with your ads. You can finally start making the Facebook what you are dreaming about. Will you be interested in something like that? If you be interested, type I will be interested. Will you be interested in something like that? Am I still online? We are waiting for you. How many of you be interested in something like that? Okay, don't say I will be interested. Somebody say I will be interested. I'll be interested. I'll be interested. Okay. Now here is how we do it. Here is how we will do it. Here is how we will do it. Here is how we will do it. I want to introduce something to you. I want to introduce something. What has been asking me? So I've seen questions. How will you hold our hands? How will you help us? Don't worry. I have something to introduce to you. I have something to introduce to you right here, right now, before you leave this class. I call it the daily sales machine. The daily sales machine is a unique 4-step selling framework. Is a 6 weeks program. Unique 4-step selling framework to attract only ready to pay customers for your business Facebook ads with Facebook ads. Now I'm not going to go hypey. I'm going to explain it to you. You have listened to me. I don't have strength to hype anything this night. I won't go and start saying when you do it, no hype, nothing. I don't have strength. You have listened to me, you have heard my story, you have followed me, you believe, you yourself know that this thing will work for you. You know what I'm saying can help you, except you want to deceive yourself. You know it can help you. You know this stuff I'm sharing with you this night can help you. You know it can help you. Now, if you gain all this in spending just few hours with me, you gain all this. What if you can have time to spend 45 days with me? 45 days. 45 days. How would you love for you and I and a few other people, maybe like 5, 6, 10 people max, to spend 45 days with me in real time? Then you have VIP access to me for 6 months to a year. VIP access to me where you can ask me question and I answer. If you ask me question I no reply to you. You can ask me question about your business, about your heart and all these things, and you are sure that I'm there to answer you. Now, not a course where I give you videos to go and watch. I'm talking about training situations like this, where you come online, where I can get your feedback, can ask questions live. And you bring your business. You bring your business, we divide it. I tell you, okay, this is what you should do. I teach you a concept. I tell you how to implement in your business. You go and implement it. You bring back your feedback. Then aside that, I give you all. I give you all my trainings, all the some things that we can't cover, some trainings you will need on the side, some things that you may not know you need. A lot give you some training, some tools, some templates that you need to get your business ready online. And we take it from scratch, from understanding your customers to crafting your offers, to building your funnel, to designing what you need to do, to running your ads. Everything, no trial and error, implementing this framework in your business. How many of you will be interested in something like that? How many of you are interested? 45 solid days. You take a training, I give you time, you implement, you come back again, you take the training, I teach you like this live. So you have time. Normally I used to do it in 7 days, but I do have people to implement well, so I expanded it. So you come like a Saturday like this, we have the training. Then what I taught you, you ask questions around it. You go and implement it. Then you come back, you enter my DM, you ask your questions. When you are done implementing, you meet again in the next class. I teach you another thing. I teach you the next step. You go and do it. You come back, you implement. I teach you the next step. You go and do it. You come back, you implement. And we do that for 6 solid weeks. So we teach one lesson. You have like maybe 6 days to implement. Then we take the next lesson, 6 days to implement. And we should be like this on this Zoom class. We should get on the WhatsApp group. So I'm seeing people that are interested already. Now, what are you going to get? What are you going to get? What are you going to get? Now you get access to what I call the 6 weeks done with you. It is done with you. It's not do it yourself. Done with you Facebook daily sales generator program, where we help you set up where I will help you set up your own daily sales generating system to properly inject the element of respect and trust. Don't talk about the number of hours now. We sit down to it's when you get what I'm teaching you, because it's not, let me warn you, I'm not one of those nice coaches that teach you something 1 hour and you escape. When I call you for a class, this is a free class, I've taught you for 2 hours. So now imagine when you are paying me for a class, you know how long it's going to take until we drive that into your head. And let me warn you, if you want to join this program, I don't take rubbish. When I teach you something, you must do it, and you must give feedback that I have done it before the next class. The way it will go, I will break it down to you. It's simple. You can't hear again. I'm so sorry about that. I think it's your network. Mine is stable here. Now the way it will go, let me break it down to you straight up. Let's not deceive ourselves. We have the classes when we'll be starting on a Monday. We'll be having the classes maybe on a Monday or on a Saturday. I prefer to have the classes on the class on a Monday night. On a Monday night. Then after we take the class on a Monday night, no, on a Monday night or on a Saturday night, depending on the time we agree on, I'll give you guys that are paying that option, that will be joining that option. So on the day we pick, when I teach you a concept, we apply it to your business. Then on the things I told you to do, I will give you time to go and do it. As you are doing it, you are entering my DM to ask me questions. You are entering my DM to ask me questions. When you face any challenge, you are submitting your assignment. So by the time we are coming for the next class, let's say today we treated understanding your audience. You have 6 days to implement in your business, to do it, to ask questions. So when we are coming on the 7th day, you are coming to tell me I've understood my audience, so this is what I found out. Then we now go to the next one, creating your offer. Do you get the point? Then you will go again, you implement it. When you have done it, you have asked your questions. My DM is open for you to ask questions. You ask your questions, you come back again, next class, then we move to the next thing. So we will not be done with the next thing, we have not done the last one. So it's a hands-on done with you training. I don't always teach, and when I want to teach, I take it seriously. So if you know you are not ready for that, this may not be for you. If it's video you want, I can have courses I can set you video training, I can give you that one. I have tons of them. But if you want real time work, this is the deal for you. Now you get access to my inner circle 6 weeks done with you daily sales generator. That is the name of the program. I call it daily Facebook daily sales generator, where we be implementing it with element of respect and trust, building it for you from scratch. I don't care what you say, we build it. Now in this place, I will be showing you what we will be learning. It's mine. Okay, they said it's mine. They said it's my network. Give me a few minutes please. Can you guys hear me now? Can you people hear me now? Okay, you can hear me now. Good, good. All right, good, good. Since you can hear me now, I'm glad you can hear me now. Now, inside, I'll show you how to improve and restructure your current offer. I'll show you how to improve your current offer. Whatever you're saying, I'll show you how to improve it using what I call my unique offer pyramid strategy. Now, this thing, I only taught it to my last inner circle students. I've not taught it after them. I've not taught it after them. I'm only teaching you that we restructure your offer, we rebuild your offer. Then I'm going to show you how do you structure your sales process so that element of personal trust can be inside all the way in that 6 weeks training. Then I'm going to show you how do you a simple way to research your audience, simple audience research framework, very simple. In 3-4 days you are set. I'm going to show you how do you set your audience in buying mood from day one. They are in a mood to buy from you, they want to spend money with you. How do you do that? I'm going to show you in that training. I'm going to show you, some of you, how do you develop a pitch that attract the right audience to you, not people you don't want. How do you attract the right people? You are here because you are the right people I want to work with. If you are not the right person, you will not be here. How do you do that in your business? You can do it for any business at all. Now, how do you also discover inside? I also show you how do you sell tons of your products even if you don't have testimonials yet. You don't have lots of testimonial yet. How do you sell your product? The first offer I ever sold in my life, like this was, I didn't use any testimonial to sell it. I did not use one single testimonial like this to sell it, and people bought it, and the offer did 6 figures. No testimonial at all. In fact, I sold you with a WhatsApp class. So how do you do it? I don't have testimonial and I still want to sell. How do you sell? How do you structure your business to make your ads pay for itself? While you make tons of money from scratch from day one of launching, what I did in this class, how do you do it? What do you do to make it work? Not just copying anything. There are things that make it work. Now, how do you make your prospects want your product so badly? How do you make your prospect want your product? How do you make your prospect want your product so badly? Using what I call the stealth desire builder method. How do you automate your sales process? Those are the things I'll be showing you in this training. How many of you are still with me? Are you still here? I think my network is really bad right now. Are you still here? Are you still here? Yes, okay, you can hear me, right? Okay, Elisha says he can hear me. Okay, Susanna says she can hear me. You guys can hear me. Okay, it's fine. Since you can hear me, I think that's okay. All right, good. Good, good, good. Let's flow. Let me continue. But that is not all. This 6 week training, is not the only thing you'll be getting from me. Not the only thing you will get. Now, I'll be giving you a lot of my other trainings. Now, this is the hardest part for me. I sold these trainings for good money in the past. I will be giving them to you for free as part of this package. Now, what are the trainings I'll be giving you? I'll be giving you my signature Facebook Ask Cash Out blueprint. That training that guy was talking about, he paid me for it. In this offer, I'm going to give it to you for free. The value of that training is 150,000, and the value of it itself 150,000. Training says we want it alone. Oh, I think, oh, wow, I'm so sorry. But can you hear now? Kote, my friend from Ghana, can you hear now? I can't pronounce your name. I don't want to spoil it. Can you hear me now? I'm giving you that training from scratch. Now, imagine you can learn how to create Facebook ads. Like that training I created it for experts, not for business owners, actually. So the value of that training was 2,000 naira. You are going to get it for free as part of this package. I'm giving you for inside that training. That training is my simple beginner. Some of the training is a beginner friendly expert training on running Facebook ads. Training is sells for 25,000 naira. If I want to sell it to you as a standard, it sells for 25,000 naira. Inside, I'll show you how do you write ad copies that sell. I'll give you my swipe file for running ads. How do you design graphic? I brought a graphic designer, my friend, a graphic designer. Is the one that draws my flyers. If you have seen my flyers, the one that does my flyers, he taught how to design flyer with your smartphone. He taught it in that training, taught them in like 4 sessions. 4 sessions, deep graphic design. He taught, at least we can leave am, you don't need to pay graphic design after that training. If you can't design yourself, you have failed. Then I'll show you my step by step. I don't know why my screen is hanging, but can you hear me? My screen is hanging and I think it's my network. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Okay, it's a little better now. It's a little better now. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Please, if you can hear me, let me know. You can hear me. Alright, alright. Let me be fast with this thing. Okay. That's not all. You get my, how do you create lead magnets that sell? You get it. How do you research audience? This training is a full training. If this training is the only thing I give you, even if normally if I wanted to sell something, this training I should sell to you in this class. I'm going to give it to you for free. Now this is a testimonial. I only hope my screen will show you that it's a testimonial from somebody that bought that training. If you have eyes to read it yourself, you can read it. Say thank you very much, sir. But if you don't cash out blueprint course, you open my eyes to some things I didn't know. I'm almost close to hitting 1 million after 3 months of going through the training. This is not Damiloluwa, this is another student of that same training. Now the good thing is that as good as that training, some people didn't get results with it. But the people that got it exceptionally well. Damiloluwa is one of them, this guy is one of them. And they are doing well. Those guys are doing for themselves well. And all I gave them was just this training alone. But if that's all I give you, sef, you have tried. But after teaching you for 6 weeks, I will give you that training as a bonus, free. You don't need to pay for it. But that's not all o. That's not everything you are getting. That is not everything you are getting. There is this new training I created, brand new training I created. I didn't add testimonial for it. The training has its own testimonial. Okay. Now I call it the new ultimate WhatsApp profit magnet. That training is, you can finish this training. I intend to sell that training for nothing less than 20,000 naira. The whole training itself is just 3 hours. And inside the training, I broke down WhatsApp marketing. I did WhatsApp marketing last year and I got in about 2.2 million from WhatsApp marketing alone. So I know my onions in WhatsApp marketing. I just moved to email not too long ago. Now I show you a beginner friendly video training on the 3 channels of monetizing your WhatsApp, driving sales to WhatsApp. How do you create lead magnet for WhatsApp? How do you send traffic? If you don't have money to run ads, how do you send traffic to your WhatsApp? I used this one time when Facebook banned my account. I don't do free traffic anymore, but I used that method when Facebook banned my account one time before I reopened it back and I went back to ads. I don't have strength for free traffic. I will show you, there are a lot of things in that training I'll be breaking down to you. I will show you the 2 steps of conversion, converting people on WhatsApp, how to convert total strangers to buying customers on WhatsApp. I'll show you 30 days. That training comes with 30 days implementation challenge on its own. Training comes with 30 days implementation challenge. But I will not let you start the challenge until you have finished the 6 weeks program. Then I also give you some resources to boost your sales on WhatsApp. Training. The value of that training alone is around 130,000 naira. The WhatsApp marketing training alone is about 130,000. Now the training has a bonus. I've added as a bonus to this one a 30 minutes video training on content creation. How to create content, not so rubbish content, correct content. But that is not all. Oh, because I'm just starting with you. That is not everything you are getting. You are still getting much more than that. I'm now still going to give you my winning Facebook ad template and toolbox. Now I said this template and toolbox together with my video training. Now the value of that template and toolbox alone is 100,000 naira. In this place, all you have there is just templates. Fully done. Imagine have everything you need to set up Facebook ad done for you. Just edit it, plug and play, and launch your ads. Inside there, you will get no fear of losing money on ads, no racking your brain, nothing. No need to pay graphic designer to design for you. There are things inside. 6 fill in the blank Facebook ad copy formula template, not template, formula template. I came up with 6 formulas for writing Facebook ads, 6 formulas, and I broke them down on how to write it. It's like an ebook. Because if I do templates and everybody is using it, it will become rampant. So I just came up with 6 formulas for writing Facebook ads and I put them there. So you can just get those formulas. Now I added some of my best high converting copies. I have some that I have not added. but I'm going to add it much more soon because I'm testing some copies to see what works, what does not work. I have like maybe 15 copies I've not added at all to it that I'll be adding much more later. Then I'll give you 500 buyer keywords, solid buyer keywords that you can use to target different niches, different markets on Facebook. You just look for the one that relates to you inside, keywords of people that customers that buy. But that's not all. The easy part of this is that I paid my graphic designers a lot of money to design hot design creatives for you. Did 5 of them. Smartphone design creative that you can edit. In the Facebook ads, in the Facebook cash out blueprint, he taught how to design flyers. Here he designed flyers and gave me as template, so you can easily go and edit it and use them whenever you need them. 5 of them like that. If your designer is a cheap one and charges you 5k, that's 25k that I'm giving you. The number of times you use it, you get it for free. The those of you that maybe you missed the manufacturing creation guide and something, I the 2 templates inside the manufacturing creation guide, I added this, but the video is your business. You don't miss am, you don't miss am. Now with all this alone in your hand, with all this alone aside the 6 weeks, with all this alone in your hands, you are sure that you can get results. But I'm doing the 6 weeks so that you not just have videos and go and watch. I'm giving you all these videos so that you can always revisit them, because no matter what I teach you, you will still need to always learn more. You can revisit them to school yourself. Even I myself, I still watch my training videos. I'm telling you the truth now. But that's not all. That's not as part of the 6 weeks. In the last part of the 6 weeks, I will also be setting up your ads with you. Setting up your ads with you. Setting up your ads with you. Now, how the setup works is that when you are setting up your ads, you can ask me question. Hey, I'm targeting this audience, so my ad is not working. Oh, this thing is going on. Oh, this thing. Imagine you have somebody you can be asking question about your ads, asking question about your ads, and you can get real time solution. Real time solution. The truth is, I have times where I come online. When I come online mostly in the evenings, what I do is to answer my paid inner circle students. What I do is to answer them on their hard issues and all that and all that and all that. Now I charge my clients 100k. If you want me to set up a ad for you, it's 100,000 naira. Aside building your funnel, if you want me to build funnel for you, build everything for you, it's 350,000. Some of you may want it. If that's what you want for your business, you don't want me to train you, you want me to do it for you, it's just 350,000 naira. I'll get on a call with you to see if you are worthy. Now I charge 100k to help my ads, one ads alone, but you are going to get me guiding your ads for free. Now I will help you work up. When we build your funnel, I will help you set up your ads, teach you how to set up your ads. I also tell you some stuff on making your ads better. Now imagine, I want you to sit down with all these things in your hand, 6 weeks like this, teaching you like this, and I'm giving you all these trainings. Now the trainings themselves are alone. This training I'm giving, people bought them one by one. People bought them one by one, separate. If I sell the trainings one by one, I don't know, I will make nothing less than, you need to pay me nothing less than 70 to 100k if I sell those trainings to you one by one. But I'm going to give them all to you this night on that training. How many sales can you make? Will you make with all these tools in your hand? Think about me stepping into your sales game, bringing these tools with me into your sales game, and you are with me for 6 solid weeks, under my tutelage for 6 weeks. Now this is the ultimate game changer, guys. This is the ultimate game changer. This is the ultimate game changer. This is the ultimate game changer. Ultimate game changer. You get access to the inner circle DWY training. I help you set up your ads. I help you. Okay, can you guys still hear me? Can you still hear me? If you can hear me, type I can hear you. If you have questions, you can keep your questions. I'm going to take your questions. I promise you that I'll take your questions. Now you get my inner circle, you get the Facebook cash out blueprint that can help you learn how to run ads for play. You get my winning template, you get the WhatsApp marketing class, you get one-on-one Facebook ad support just for me. And okay, I've explained how this will work in the next 45 days. I don't think I need to go over that again. I think I've explained that already. Once you get the program, I'll give you all the trainings. I'll give you all the trainings you need to get it. I think the one that you will get last will be the WhatsApp training because it has a challenge inside. Give you all the trainings you need to get it done. Then during the session, will be those of you that join in will be on a WhatsApp group together. I'm thinking of adding you to the last set that page. Some of them are seniors. We'll be on the WhatsApp group together. Then we'll be holding the trainings. We'll be holding the trainings on on Google Meet like this. Google Meet like this. Now this is the point. Only 10 people will have chance to work with him on this. Only 10. I can't take more than 10 people on this offer. I cannot take more than 10 people because of the nature of the offer. Because of the nature of the offer. Now the daily sales machine becomes your secret weapon. Okay, bring together on a WhatsApp group. Are we there? Okay. You have your secret weapon to win your game, and this will be your if you need to get another training on selling online, it will be to better your skills, not to learn how to sell again. That's the promise I want to make you on this. But that's not all. That's not all. I want to add some bonuses to it. What else can I give you? What else can I give you? But I know you are satisfied already, but I feel like giving you one or two more things to those that will get it. Those that will get it. Okay, I'm going to give you some of my sales letter templates for digital and physical products. Video sales letter templates, sales page templates for digital and physical products. I'll give you some of my web pages for landing pages. So you that have websites. And I'll give you access to the recording of all the sessions. I will not just teach you, I will also get access to recording of all the sessions so that you can always go over them again and again and again. I can probably have 250k because the recordings themselves will be worth selling again. So aside you were there live, you will still get the recordings so that you can always go back and watch them. Now, but that's not all. That's not all. As part of the WhatsApp course you are getting, I will also be giving you my content creation mini course. That mini course is just a 30 minutes training, 30 minutes, but deep content creation. Deep content creation. How do you create content that gets your audience sold on you in 721 days of meeting you? That's what I taught in that training. Just 30 minutes training. Value of that training alone is 20,000 naira. I'm going to give it to you. I'm adding it to your something. But that is not all. How many of you have Facebook ad account issues? You have ad account issues, they ban you, you don't have ad account again to run your ads. You have ad account issues. You have ad account issues. Anybody? People with ad account issues. Anybody with ad account issues? If you are like that, I will give you one verified Facebook account with ID, verified with ID, to help you launch out your ad immediately we set up. Free. You can go and look for it. Before you get verified account, you will sweat like this. That the account you will get, I'm going to give you personally, get you one Facebook account, Facebook ad account that is verified with ID. And I'll also give you the ID that they use to verify it. So that in case you have issues, you can always present it to Facebook. How many of you are interested now? How many of you have had issues with your ad account? You had issues with your ad account. If you are part of this circle, for free, you will get a free ad account from me, free of charge. Verified, not one that you verified ad account. But that now when you talk about it, that's not all. That's not all. Now, every other marketing trainer I sell for the rest of the year, for the rest of this year, you have automatic 30% discount. You have access to me. You have special access to me for the next 6 months. That does not mean I will not answer you again after 6 months. But I know after 6 months, you might not even need to always come to me again because you should be solid on your own. But for next month, you have special access to me. And aside that, any trainer I want to sell, if you're my inner circle member, you get 30% discount on it. 30% discount on it. Wow. Hope I have not quickly finished with all my offer like this night. Let me go over everything you are getting quickly. Can we go over what you are getting quickly? How many of you are still with me? Because I know people, how many of you want this? How many of you want this? How many of you want this? You want it. You can't hear again. Okay. And everything I get the inner cycle done with you Facebook Ad Sales Generator. That's the 6 weeks program itself. I get my signature Facebook account above 150,000. You are getting, you need 2 box value of 100,000. You are getting the new Ultimate WhatsApp Profit Magnet value is 150,000. You are getting the done with you sales, done for you sales copy templates. Value is 100,000 naira. Because see, the point is, if you go hire a copywriter to write copy for you, they can't charge you less than 100,000. A correct copywriter at my skill level will not charge less than 100,000. I need to know how much I paid through my notes to get this for you. Now you are going to get my content creation mini course 20,000. I'm giving a verified Facebook ad account. Even if you have one before, you can add it as your second account. I'm giving it to you for free. I don't want anybody coming when I finish. Now they now ban my account. I could not run ads. I don't want to hear that one. You also run your ads. I'm going to give you lifetime recording, lifetime access to the recording. So you can always watch it and get 6 months VIP access to me. Then 30% coupon discount always on any of my marketing trainings and offer. Total value of everything you are getting daily sales machine is very is a tiny amount, very tiny amount of a million 477,000 naira. Woo! Woo! How many of you are excited? How many of you are getting? Now the question is, how much is the daily sales machine? How much? How much is the daily sales machine? How much is daily sales machine? How much? I know you have been itching to hear this. You have been itching to hear this. You have been itching to hear it. How much? Consider everything you are getting in this program. I will easily charge you 250,000 naira for this. Sincerely. Sincerely. If I want to charge you for this, I will easily charge 250,000 naira. I will easily charge you. But my goal, if I really want to sell this, nobody right now can offer you this kind of things. Nobody can offer to teach you for 6 weeks, give you all his training and no, and still give you access to himself. And that is why it's going to be a limited offer. Now you have stayed with me for the past 3 hours. Because you are here, I have stayed for this long. You 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 will get my training, my done for you template, everything. And you will get everything in short. Everything for a very tiny amount. A very compared to the amount you pay, you get it for a very tiny amount. How many of you are ready to hear your amount? Very small tiny amount. It's just for just 100,000 naira, and there are only 10 slots available. Only 10 slots. 100,000 naira cannot write you a sales copy. It cannot write you sales copy. 100,000 naira cannot write sales copy for you. Now the best guarantee ever, the best guarantee you ever get, the best guarantee you ever get. Now I 100% stand behind the daily sales machine. I'm part of anything I create. If for whatever reason you don't get everything promised, everything I promised you here, everything I promised, for any reason you don't get it, I'll give you a full refund of your 100,000 naira plus another 50,000 naira for wasting your time. That's my personal email address. My WhatsApp number is on the book. You can ask, can save it. You can always ask for your refund if you don't get everything promised in this training. Now I can show you testimonials. I don't think I need to, but I can show you testimonials of people that have followed up on the Facebook Action Blueprint and how well they are doing. Let me see if I can take one or two because of time. If I can't, no, so one of them is that, how many of you watch, there is this video of a lady I sent to the group that did 200k in a week, a new affiliate marketer. How many of you saw that video training? How many of you saw it? That video, I sent it to the group. This lady that said she did 200,000 naira in 1 week working with me in this done with you session. Am I still online? Okay, let's see if we can take our testimonials shortly because of time. If we can't, we continue. This lady is a total newbie. She was a total newbie. She's not a newbie anymore now. I'm just sure some of you, she might even be one of your coaches, but she's my student. I like that phrase. I'm your mentor's mentor. But I think network is very bad. Can we hear me, please? I want to know if I'm online. Can we hear me? Alright, I think because of network, the video is not playing. Now, there is this other guy who was able to close a deal of 50k in just 1 week using the Facebook Cash App Blueprint alone. I can go on and on with testimonies, on and on. But because of time, now here is everything you are getting for the last time. Everything you are getting, the inner circle offer 350k, the signature category, content creation mini course, everything total values is 101,777. Price is just 100,000 naira. But I want to do something crazy right now. I want to do something really crazy right now. I have a special offer for all of you right here, right now. Daddy is complaining. Okay, about what? I have a very special offer right now for those of you here. The first 5 persons to get into the daily sales machine pays 50,000 naira. The first 5 persons to get into daily sales machine, instead of 100,000 naira, I'm giving them a 50% discount. You are one of the first 5 persons to get to the daily sales machine. The total value is 1,4 177,000. The regular price is 100,000 naira for everybody. You are part of the first 5 persons to get in. You pay just 50,000 naira. Your 50,000 naira cannot make me rich. Cannot make me rich. Now, if you don't get it now, when exactly do you want to get it? If not now, when will you be able to finally get it since you have been dreaming about? Where will you be in the next 3 months? You still be struggling to sell? When will you be able to start charging, not when you stop charging peanuts on your premium goods and services? When will you be able to make sales without fear? When? This is the time to take action. This is your time to take action. You want to join, you want to get into the program, make your decision by signing up. Go to this link, iteachwisebusiness.faith.com/daily sales payments. You can pay for it right there, or if you want to pay by direct bank transfer, those of you in Nigeria, in Ghana, your payment link, you have to pay with seller. You pay 50,000 naira because you're on this master class to 50,000 to Oluwafemi Awoshusi GT Bank. Send your proof of payment to 09021202864 to gain access. Now, this is the point. 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 I know some of you right now, you are interested in getting this, but you don't have the money right now. You don't have it right now. I'm going to make a small exception for you. For those of you here, for that, I will allow you pay just 50,000 naira within the next 7 days. This offer is only good. Today is 20th. Between today and the 27th of May. And so you may need to run around to get the money. You may need to jump around. If you need to run around to beg people, anyhow you want to get it, I'll give you the next 7 days to put the money together so that you can get into the program. On the 28th of May, the price will increase to 100,000 naira. The price will increase to 100,000 naira. I will be starting the session. On the first Monday in June. The first Monday in June, that should be like June 4 or something. First Monday in June, that's when we start the week 1 of the training. So once you make your payment, today and 28th day of March, you can still pay. For those of you here, once 5 people have taken the slot, I beg you, the fee is 100k. Once 28th May comes, the fee is 100k. And whether you pay 50k or 100, there are only 10 people that are entering into this training. Not more than 10. Not more than 10. I will not. If you come as number 11, if you would want 50k, I will not collect your money. I will not. If you pay it behind my back and you think I will return it to you. If you like pay from Ghana, I will return it to you. You will create seller link to collect it back. So those of you that want to take action on it, that's your payment link right there. You can pay to this account or pay by direct bank transfer. The link will be on the group much more later. Who has any question? Any question? Let me take questions before we go. Any question at all? Any questions at all? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Who has a question before we go to bed? Questions? Let me go through the income messages to see if you have any question. Any questions, please? I'm waiting. Jeff, you have any question? Mr. Michael Olabi, you have any question? Let me lower the hands. If you have question, you can unmute and ask. Miss Adama Sonny, you have any question? Miss Kate Boluwatife, you have any question on what I taught you this night? I'm waiting for you guys. Any question? Jeff, I like your name. Any question? Sir Elisha Agbelese, any question? Any question? We are waiting for you. Should I take that as no question? If you don't have question, type I don't have questions. Type I don't have questions. If you don't have any question, type I don't have questions. You don't have any question, type I don't have questions. Waiting. Should I take that as though nobody has questions? Any question around what was taught? I want to go to bed. I've tried. This is to 11. I've taught for almost 3 hours here. I drop it on the group. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Kate, resend your questions. Kate, resend your questions. Did you miss that part? That was what I've been talking about since morning. Chidi, you missed that part too? Who got the part of the payment so that can help me? You slept off. Wow. That means you don't even know what you are getting. So if I tell you the price, how will that help you? Let me see if I can bring out what you are getting and tell you the price. Okay, I think my screen sef is off. Now the regular price, general price is 100,000 naira, but for the first 5 people to get it between today and 27th get to pay 50,000 naira. After 27 the price goes back to 100,000. There are only 10 slots. Only 10 slots. In fact, if we are just 2 people, I'll be happy. The more people, the more wahala for me. I don't want plenty people. Have I answered your question now? Let me read through the comment. Did any question I've not answered? Is there any question I've not answered? Let me check. Can you send the payment guide to your DM? Can you send the payment guide to your DM? You didn't show us how to tag audiences. I can't remember mentioning how to tag audiences anywhere. Send payment guide to your DM. For that, you have to send a message to me. You should have my number. Send me a message on WhatsApp. That should be Mr. Michael Olabi. Send a message to me on WhatsApp. But I will drop it on the group much later. You didn't show us how to tag audience. I don't understand what you are talking about there. I don't understand what you are talking about. How to tag audiences. I'm lost. Elisha says no question. Daddy is complaining. Sorry. You can go and sleep now. We are done. Mr. Michael, did you get my reply? You can send me a message on WhatsApp. I don't know your number. There's no way I will know your number. So send me a message on WhatsApp. Chidi, I didn't get your question. Maybe you should type it in a better way. I didn't show you how to tag audiences. I'm lost. I'm lost. Where is Chidi? My number is on the group. I asked people to save my contact on the group now. My number is on the group. Let me just type it and give it to you here. But it's on the group. There's that picture you are seeing here. It's on the group. Chidi, please, your question, I didn't get it. Repeat your question. Because I'm lost. You are talking about tagging audiences. I can't remember talking about tagging audiences. And just press, there is a red button somewhere there that looks like as if you want to cut call. Uche Nwosu. There's a red button that looks as if you want to cut call. Just press it. You can leave the meeting that way. How to run Facebook ads. Where were you when I said that I sent a training to the group on it, that you should check it? You are always jumping in and out of the meeting, that's why. Alright, so on that note, I assume we have no more questions. Let's go over everything you are getting one last time. You are getting the inner circle program, the 6 weeks program. You are getting the signature Facebook Akasha blueprint. You are getting the winning FBR's template and toolbox. You are getting my new ultimate WhatsApp profit magnet. You are getting the done for you sales templates. Alright, thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kate. You are getting a verified FB account to run your ads after the training. You are getting lifetime access to the recording. You are getting 6 months VIP access to me and 30% discount on all my marketing offers for this year. You are getting total value is 100,000 naira. But for those of you here right now who pay right between right now and the next 7 days, you can get it for just 50,000 naira. So on this note, I want to thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being here. Mr. Michael, I've not seen your message. Drop your message on WhatsApp. Thank you all for being here. I thank you for showing up and see you in the Done With You program. I want to see you inside. I want to see Jeff inside, see Mr. Michael inside. I want to see Simon inside. I want to see Rachel inside. I want to see all of you. Can't wait to work with you over the next 6 weeks and build out the best marketing funnel you can ever have for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. There is a button there that looks like you want to cut call. A red button with a call. You can click it and end the meeting. I love you all. Thank you for coming. And please, if you got value from this training, you can I will open the group for a few minutes. You can drop your testimonials on the group. You can drop your testimonials on the group. I'll just ask a question on the group asking how did you find the training. Feel free to drop your testimonials. And don't worry, for those of you guys, because of you guys, I will release the recording. Because of you guys, I will release the recording very shortly, very, very shortly. For like 72 hours, and I'll take it back then start selling it. So thank you very much. Do have a nice night. Do have a nice night. Good night, everybody. You can leave now. There is this red button that looks like a call. Just click it. As if you want to cut call, just click it to take you out of the meeting. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can leave. If you have not slept, you can leave. No, I'm waiting for Jeff. Oh, has Jeff slept off? Good night, good night. Boluwatife, good night.